I'm dying before the show launches. All right, hey, how we doing? Pab Fargo saying, I was so concerned. I am sorry for anyone that was super duper worried. If it was seriously ill things, I would have posted about it. Like if there was like, hey, we're going to the... Honestly, and Digger knows this. I don't know if you're muted still or not, but are you muted? Nope. Okay. Well, you know, when someone asks, I don't know if you're muted or not, it helps to give them just a little verbal confirmation. Just say it. Nothing. I'm not.
Well, I was hoping that if I just quietly unmuted, I could just get away with it. But
again, like you have issues where your mic doesn't work and things like that. So it never hurts at the beginning of a show just be like, and you might be muted. And then when I say that to you, you go, oh, and you do like doing this. That's great. It doesn't alert me to whether or not you're, because for all I know, you muted and unmuted, like I didn't hear you, and you're like, oh, well, maybe it didn't flip over, bloop, bloop. Or maybe you just did the one bloop. I don't know, you're blooping all day. But the point is, I don't know whether you did the one or the two bloops, and that's why, whether or not you're muted, you should just chime in, you know? It's weird, you chime in a lot, so... like there's a legit amount of like you cutting me off to talk about something a lot of times in a squirrel tangent about a subject we're on, and you're like, oh, and another thing by the way, and I'm like, well, we weren't really looking, we were here to fuck on this. You're like, and let's go to its cousin, and I'm like, but and I'm like, and you just don't seem to, and you just go, and that's one of the things I love about you. But I'm just saying, like, weird that I gave you like the launching off point. I'm like, and speak, and like the WB frog, you're just like, and then like as soon as everyone leaves, like, hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. I think that color's on fire. Like, whoa, what did they do back in the 30s?
I don't remember that line in the song.
It was a worse time.
I'm sorry.
It was a worse time, and I don't endorse that at all. But again, they were not respectful of certain people, and I'm so glad that period is over.
I'm fairly sure you made up that line. There's no way that could be a real line.
Again, it's in the redacted lyrics.
Right.
That version was only recorded on Epstein Island, so we'll never hear it. Hello, Wild Saffron, and everybody else. King Kong Dong, I miss you so much. Well, we have a bunch of fun things to mention. So, little business bullshit out of the way first. Speaking of which, while I do it, I'll link these because I didn't put I got distracted talking with people, and I did not put my pay links up in the shows, and I like to get them up before I launch the show because I don't like to be like, and I'll spam the chats with them and all that stuff. I just like to just put them and pin them and call it done. And then we don't worry about it any other way. But yeah, I had some sort of weird like cramping issue. So that was a thing. Like I had some severe like keeled over in pain cramping happening on Thursday to the tune of like almost like going, ooh, did we call this a hospital visit? Like I've had kidney stones before, but this was in the front, and I don't think you feel kidney stones in the front like that. So I don't know, but it was really bad. And then on Friday, the whole reason we didn't launch a show on Friday is I got interrupted in my launch time to deal with some caseworkers who literally wasted an entire month of theirs and my time for a problem I called from the jump. And so I had to meet with them so we could all last minute unfuck this turducken. And I'm like, what? And like I literally to the caseworker, I had to meet with several of them. To the caseworker, like I was pissed the whole time. And I felt so vindicated in my anger because I was like, I told you this was going to be a problem. I said I was polite before. Polite Johnny left. When you come to me a month later and go, oh yeah, we're back to square one because we fucked up in the simplest of ways. That was so simple. Someone outside the system like yourself saw that and went, hey, this is going to be a problem. And nope. So boop, 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 back to square one. It's only your life that it's affecting. So fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Like Johnny learned leg jiu-jitsu to attempt to walk again. I wish.
I need to shut the Discord and open it again. I'm sorry. It's given me issues.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Reason number umpteen and 12 why I really, really would like this to be we do it in the same studio, just so then we don't have to deal with these issues. And now I can't. All right, there we go. All right, so we have to do that like that.
Well, it actually, it wants to show me stuff now.
Well, as long as it wants to show you stuff.
Okay, good.
If it doesn't want to show you stuff, it's a horrible liar. Build a little model airplane, says the Guarantee Fairy. Well, we ain't buying it.
Not full screen. Pop
All right.
out.
Yeah,
screen.
So it was really, really bad on Thursday. And so Friday I'm sore, and I already am doing that. And it's like by the time everything gets done, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. And then, so I took the day because I was mentally exhausted. I was going to be a cunt that day. I had so much cunt energy reserved.
Yes, he would have been.
I was going
miserable.
off. I was like a person in a field of fallout. I was just emitting cunt radiation. And I was like, you know what? It's better for all parties involved if we take the day.
I love it. You're emitting cunt radiation.
Pretty much. Well, when you're in that close of a proximity to two massive cunts for this whole thing being a thing, so it's Lab Glass. Well. I'll show you stuff Monday. I mean, it is an I'll show you stuff Monday. Like we have stuff, we will show you. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw Hello Wild. Boo is. She seems to be okay for the now.
For the now.
She's putting weight back on, and she's not puking, which is good. All tests run at that I could afford to have run at the vets were run, and I get paid in a couple days. Disability comes in, and then I can take her in for more tests because it doesn't just go away. So but she does look better, and I don't feel every ridge of her spine anymore. So
well, that's good.
Yeah, she lost some serious weight rather quickly. So
King Kong Dong, but I love fighting Cunt Johnny. Yeah, but I don't like being Cunt Johnny. It was not good. And like I said, I was already sore and just worn out from everything. We didn't have any time to do anything because I had to spend the whole morning dealing with that bullshit. Like, ugh. And part of it I found out that morning. Like, it was supposed to be a small thing in the morning early on. And they're like, oh, but it turns out one appointment has turned into two because, again, cunts.
Yep. And then she was running late, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was running late. That was the other fun part. Like I said, cunts. Show and tell Monday. I would prefer not.
It's like depends on what you want to.
Depends on what you want to show, actually.
Yeah.
So all things aside, we're at 35 on May 26th for the goal because of moving the goal. We moved the goal 2 days 2 days over because of our 2 days off. So Tommy Robinson told Keir Starmer to fuck off on Saturday with his march. Hundreds of thousands of people showed up. Yeah, we do have a little bit to talk about that. It's not just Keir Starmer they told to fuck off. It's the UK government as a whole. The government.
Well, not just the UK government, but the Muslim religion.
Well, they weren't telling them. Let's be clear.
Yeah, they were saying, look, this is a Christian land based on Christian laws, and if you will not abide by those laws,
but
go back to where you came
they weren't
from.
telling them. They weren't telling them to fuck off. They were telling them to get with the program or get the fuck out. Like,
which is basically.
Yeah, which is basically get the fuck out. But I'd like to point out they did have a taint of restraint, where it's just like, well, we don't approve of what the government is doing, and they're not because more importantly, not only are these groups there, but like. Citizens and the idea of being proud in their country has been something they're actually punishing people for using the wrong flag. Like, oh no, that's not the right flag. And that talks about England at a time where it maybe, marched to different shores when similar groups were mingling and doing things similar to what they do today. So Yeah.
Yeah.
The government told me that you motherfuckers, the government totally suck. Yeah, the government totally sucks. Alrighty.
It's you.
So we've got, I think we have that and a couple of other things. We do have a few things. I don't know if I want to do the video in the escalator situation. We'll do the news break one because it'll be, unfortunately, I think the news break one is in one of those stupid fucking, why can't they set it up when they do like the news break thing, but it's full screen? Like, why can't I rotate it? Yeah, I know it's a camera screen, but why can't I landscape that bitch? Like full screen landscape size. I've got the pixels and the space to do it. I've got enough monitors to pretend I'm in a goddamn space shuttle. Can I please, because this is stupid now. Like, I mean, really. But before we get to that, the Mangione case, I told you about this. And why, for the love of Todd?
I heard it. Aw, thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Special Emissary. I now own a pair of thinning shears, and I finally had just enough drinks and therefore courage to use them in my own hair. And though it's not great, it definitely helps a lot because there's a lot less bulk here. Like, it's no longer triangle. Thank you.
You want to know the thing I did not miss over the last few fucking days? Eat a dick!
I didn't hear it, but I saw the sticker. Hey, Fettuccine.
Robinson organized the citizens against tyrannical government, and Elon Musk said a OK UK Twitter will report anyone posting mean words so they can be jailed for their hate. Well,
Wow. Really?
Scoot over a little bit, buddy. You moved. What do you mean I moved?
Yeah, you're like, we're both almost in the middle of the screen, and you're very large and in charge.
I had to resize
myself.
myself.
See? No, I was thinking, could you not just move your like the square on the screen instead of your whole body?
I mean, but you want me to... I had us sized to be about as good as we can be with... See, if I do this, then I got to start bringing you down because you got to sit up higher. So we got to do it like that and like that. Ooh, all the technical shit. There we go. Is that better?
Is that better?
There. Is that better?
I think it's better.
All right, that's better.
Better. No Boomer Bob show. I wish we did, but Canada does not have socialized vet medicine. No. There's
would
no
be
such
nice.
thing.
Lexi Vaughn says improved. You could get a car interior background, look like you're driving. I mean, yeah, we could do like old. To do that though, what we really need to do, and like
I need a green screen, too.
right? Like for sweet love of, if we were just in the same space. I have an extra one because I have the smaller one that I bought before. Or no, somebody gifted me the smaller one. Someone gave me the smaller one as a gift. And I had that one, and then I went out and bought this one because it's a little bit wider, if I remember correctly. But I have another one. I just can't fucking get it to you. So
yeah,
heavy shipping costs to go over a border.
Oh, good Lord, to come across the border, yeah, Canada's going to make sure you pay.
Or
I pay.
Seriously, the American and the Canadian governments are so lucky that my legs don't work because I would find where there's a border crossing. And I would just stand on one side and try to nut on the other one day. Just to say I came across the border.
You know, there are places that I know of.
We did the news story about the cat that zips into Canada to hunt mice.
Yeah.
And then comes back. I wouldn't do that there because that's a neighborhood, so that wouldn't be okay.
Oh, Peace Arch Park, there's like the tiny little trickle of a
And in
creek.
this joke bit, my legs also work. If you couldn't tell, it was a
obviously.
bit.
Yeah.
So obviously, this ain't gonna happen. Hype train incoming. I mean, a hype train possible. Thank you, Lab Glass, for the 100 bits and the 100 bits. It's possible.
Thank you, guys.
We have a minute and 43 for that to happen, so we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you know. Canada doesn't have socialized medicine. I loaded up the first hour stories. We told everybody about Me having a
I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
Not the mama.
dude. Okay, real talk. Like as a child, as a young
Yes.
person,
Yes.
when that show ended, the ending to the dinosaurs. How bad did you feel?
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver take two. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Almost. I almost had a smoke ring.
Almost.
Almost had a
almost.
smoke ring. Getting closer.
What is this head on that's getting painted on your face? It's extra
Um,
strength head on, but I don't know. Is it a
it's probably
medicine or
acne
is it?
remover, like a
Oh, okay.
like when you got
Okay,
the
that makes
zits
sense
and the
then.
warts.
Because it kind of looked like a chapstick.
Yeah.
Why would you put chapstick on your forehead?
If you would give me yellow, I could paint you the world. Hype train at level 1, 45%. Thank you very much. 4 minutes to go. I'm gonna have to kick myself in the nuts with the doctor in a minute here.
Mhm.
So
You
how
have
far
to kick
would the
yourself
drive
in the
be?
nuts,
Shows we
or
get
can
you
you
in the
not
same
just
square
smoke
footage?
on?
There's
doctor?
there's like 4 plans in motion at the moment, Lexi.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
There's a preferred, more than optimal, and last ditch. Like we've got 4 of them. But don't worry. I can't not rock out with the big booty cock out. Like you can't not do that. Like what are you, a cunt? So yes, we have a level 1 hype train, 51%. 3 minutes left to go in that big beautiful thing. If you're on Twitch or you want to support through Twitch, now would be the best time. Lexi, hashtag crowdfund.
Yes.
That is far from ideal, but if it really came down to it.
What is that?
Fall
Woo-woo?
Guys woo woo.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. It's a pecker sob story. I need to find that as a quote. And,
The Pecker
have it
sob story.
and have it on the board. I don't know when I would ever use it, but I feel like there's going to be a moment where it's relevant, and we got to find the guy with the pecker sob story. That and when he calls it a giggle stick, he's like, "Yeah, let's admit what you want to do with your giggle stick," and it's just like, "Oh, hold on." This guy just has all the best terms. Like, oh
Right?
man, Fall Guys sucks. I fucking what game thing? I don't know. You know what? You
I
talk
don't
about there's like a movie I think called Fall Guys.
Look at all the wieners.
Maybe it's a game. I don't know. Getting too hard into the paint. Anyways, so yeah, we had
man.
that to get started. Because that happened this weekend. So if I take a dump in a border water like St. Croix River between Minnesota and Wisconsin, which state is that happening in? I don't know. I don't really care.
I don't know. I think it depends on where it ends up.
Hyhere's what it depends on.
sorry.
Is it in a facility that works that's connected to a hygienic for our time water treatment system? Then who the fuck cares?
Probably.
You know who doesn't care? Either of those water treatment centers. Like you never hear like we've seen an increase in tourist poops in this city, and while we enjoy the influx in business, we've literally had to deal with a lot of tourist shit. But that never happens. No one's ever like, in the annual in the annual poop demographics, here's where we land.
Well, I don't know. In some places, I mean, San Francisco has a live, up-to-date map.
Yeah,
of
but that's just a
where
map
the
of
human
active.
feces-
That's a map of active human poops on the street. Like that's a totally different
Right.
scenario.
Well,
They're
no,
not-
but
they're
if
not
we could-
telling you,
if
like-
it gets so bad that they're mapping that, I'm sure that there's going to be some government
When you
that's
look at
gonna
the
go,
poop on
"Oh,
that app,
we're going to have
that is
to
a
rest
white
or-
man's poop you are looking at.
No, we're going to have to measure how much extra and then charge extra
This
taxes
completely jumps
because
over
of
the
all
joke.
the
Okay,
influx
fine.
of tourist shit that we have to deal with.
Okay. Well, my point
Literal.
is, I don't think anyone's tracking
Maybe
the
not
poo
now.
the poo origin.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
Least of all, betwixt states. You know what I mean? Like, does anyone really care? Like, I don't. As far as I know, there are no laws against like somehow pooping over the line.
It's one poop over the line.
Look, when you came into this bathroom, if you were just gonna take a tinkle, I was gonna let you walk. But I heard that kersploosh. We both know what you did. Like a cop is not doing that. You're not like
Oh, goodness.
not like, oh shit, I just took a shit next to a state deputy. I hope he doesn't realize I'm from Minnesota. And now I'm gonna go to jail because I pooped in Wisconsin. Like that's not a thing. That is not even remotely. That's you're. In fact, I would feel like everybody, all parties involved, would prefer you use the restroom as opposed to soil yourself. So hey, it's okay. People poop.
I don't know. I'm thinking King Kong Dong. If you really wanted to see just where it ended up and therefore which state it ended up in, you'd be better off instead of a dump. You should drink some dye and then piss it into the water, and then you can follow the dye.
No, this is getting
to see where
entirely.
it ends up.
This is getting entirely too graphic and too descriptive of what you intend to do. I do not.
I
I
just
do not
finished
endorse
watching
any such.
a major
Holy
lake
oh,
in
right, hold on.
Tennessee has lost one of its plugs, and it's all gone underground, and it goes for 19 miles to Florida. I think it's Tennessee and Florida, and yeah, it's showing up in someone else's lake, and they figured that out because they did a dye test.
Yeah, cool.
There's a lot of dye.
That's
Yeah. Well, I'm just
Again,
thinking that would work better
I'm
for
thinking like this is
his.
this is like I said
premise.
before. This is a really descriptive and in some
Well,
ways
he's-
graphic.
He was talking about
we
poop.
just
I was
again
just, I
like,
brought it
right,
back to
again
pee.
like you needing to trace it at all and how
Oh no,
to
he's
do it.
the one. That was
right,
the original
but
comment.
nobody asked. Oh, please forward this information. Like you went and got it, like kind of deal. Like you brought it to the table. He brought up the subject. You just kept swimming with it. That's all I'm saying. Abandon shit. That's all I'm saying.
I did. I went for the piss.
It's not any better.
I did.
You keep saying it like that makes it okay. I keep saying it's not. Not any. It's not any
22 minutes into the show and we're talking about shit already.
So I've got one of these to run for our
Okay.
for our hype train there that ended at level 1. I completely missed the end of it because of that subject. So let's just say that. And now we have 20 from Lab Glass over on Rumble
thank you.
saying I fought in your general direction. Well, thank you oh so much. We're pinned in all of the chats. I'm gonna do this controlled burn.
Thank you, Labby. And
Ooh, do I wanna-
for the
Do you
hype
want to do
train.
this or go to the video thing
train.
first? Judge Caro is. Oh wait, we can go to this. I think they're gonna break it down.
Ooh, break down.
So in the Luigi Mangione case, there's been some evidence now that is apparently not allowed to be admitted. For some reason,
Yes.
I believe due to the fact that they did not get the evidence properly. But because of that, they're going to throw it out, which I'm just like, yes, do it. Throw it out. Totally. Throw the whole thing out. We're going to OJ this guy. Do you know what this is? This is a whole lot of CEOs nudging the judges and the ADA like, look, we're not happy with what happened. And we all have upped our security to the point where if we fart out of timetable, somebody comes in to check what's going on. But, and I hate to say this, let him walk so everyone can celebrate it, or else like 5 more are waiting in the bushes, and we know this. So like, let's. I think it's literally getting him out for it, and I'm like, Luigi. You know what? This evidence proves Luigi got an extra life. All right, let's go over to this quick.
like
I'll do that controlled burn. All right, Luigi. Again, judge granting motion to suppress evidence. He did. Everybody like, they're not going to let him walk. They're not going to do this. I don't know. They're certainly doing a lot to set it up. Like if he goes down, he's going down no matter what. Because at this point, you're not allowed to suppress. You have to suppress evidence. There's a resounding amount of, let's just call it what it is, public support for what he's accused of doing. So,
yeah,
I'm just saying. There's a tickle on the back of my neck going OJ vibes, and I'm like, motherfucker's gonna get away with it.
he might just walk.
He might just
Time served.
They might just throw all this shit out the window.
Oh goodness.
All right, so let's go to this. And thanks again for the 20. I gotta do this and then
Ooh,
do a show. What?
Wild's got lightning and thunder outside.
Ooh,
That's sir.
we got
Fun.
we had a fair amount of that here as well. All right, did we?
Oh.
We did. All right, let's go to this place.
Was illegal. He apparently, in his ruling, says that was not proper because there wasn't a search warrant at that time. So he has ruled that the items found in the backpack at the McDonald's will not be included in the trial. And those include the bullet magazine, a magazine full of bullets that Officer Wasser found, as well as a journal, a cell phone, a passport, a chip. So it's the bullet magazine, his cell phone, his passport, his wallet, and a computer chip will not be allowed into evidence. What then happened was Wasser turned off the body camera, drove 11 minutes to the police station, and that's when Mangione was processed. And as part of that inventory, Officer Wasser found the gun, a handmade 9mm weapon. Apparently, under this ruling, that will be allowed to be in the trial. That the gun, the weapon that police say was used to kill Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare.
So
The gun is allowed,
right.
but all the creepy shit like the journal and the thing with all the etched in stuff into the bullet casings, is his cell phone, all of his identifying stuff. It's gone. Poof, gone.
Because again, it's not that there's a question of whether the evidence was left unattended or somehow chain of custody was violated, and so forth. You could say stuff. No. It's just because they got it before the search warrant came through.
Well, it's because they touched it. They knew the search warrant was coming. If they had just sat a guy on it and just watching it until that search warrant came through, then they touched it.
But then that guy's sitting That guy's sitting there on the evidence, and he farts, and it sets the gun off. Like how big a butt do we want sitting on this evidence? What's the idea here? I feel like someone sitting on the evidence could somehow disrupt the scene. But how come Mario hasn't come to Luigi's aid? Right? I think right now Mario's out there with Princess Peach trying to find the real culprit. Spoiler alert, it was Bowser. Dun, dun, dun. I wish I had a Bowser picture to pull up right now. That's what I should have been like. And Luigi is now pointing the finger at this man. In fact, let's do that. Let's do that.
Wild is right. When it comes to Mangione here, the fact that they've got the ballistic evidence from the gun itself and the surveillance video of him, like literally video of him doing it. The bag with the crazy journal and extra mag and shit isn't really going to be necessary to convict.
Right,
yeah.
but they still.
I think he's still going down.
All right, let's. So yes. So in other news, breaking news: Luigi has finally pointed the finger at the real trigger man. This man. You have to understand, Your Honor, Bowser was behind it all. They say it was a 9mm, but they don't say it was just a fireball that went really, really fast. Plus, how many levels have we seen? How many levels have we seen with bullets flying around? Anyone could get caught. Why, many a Mario has fallen to these bullets. When you look at it and you think about it, obviously it can't be my client. It was clearly Bowser. I would actually, in a weird way, respect the lawyer that goes Bowser defense. Look, dude, I know things look bad, but we got a fucking Hail Mary that'll solve it all. And I know it seems like a long shot. It's a Hail Mary, but we're going with the Bowser defense.
People
Like,
these days are dumb.
you can't. What? Like, we're gonna say it wasn't you. It was your arch nemesis, Bowser. And what? Oh, fuck you. Regarding Luigi, all you need is the ballistic evidence of the gun and the surveillance footage. So, yeah,
He's still going down.
yeah. And plus, you have his medical records to argue his grudge with the system, or his mother's, or both, whichever. Didn't he have like back things, and his mom had a lot of huge problems?
Yeah, he had a really bad back injury. I don't know about his mom, but I know he had really bad back injury that could have been cared for better, let's say. Like your MS could have been cared for better.
Yeah, but that was just the timings of things. But what are you going to do?
Well, right. But he decided he was going to go and shoot someone for it.
He plays the Mario theme while making the case. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I don't know if I can get in trouble for playing that. I kind of wanted to start playing that now. He keeps going with the music theme all throughout, and they rule against him, and is like, "We the people find the defendant guilty, Your Honor," and it was just like, and then he just like, they look down, everyone's like cheering or booing, and he just hits a button, and goes, "Doodle doo 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 doodle doo." In lieu of a just world, I'll take that one. At least it's entertaining. You could tell how the judge is feeling based on the music. Like when the judge or not the judge, the lawyer's feeling based on the music. Like when the people's attorney or whatever is up there doing stuff and it's against them. Pew pew pew. Doodle doodle doodle. Doodle doodle doodle. It'd be great. I don't know if movies are copyrighted, but found Luigi in jail. Says King Kong Dong. I don't. Oh, movies are totally copyrighted. Movies are completely copyrighted, and this is a recent movie, so yeah, we're not even gonna.
Oh, I kind of figured it would be in like from our childhood.
No.
80s, 90s.
This is from
movie.
This is from the current, or
I didn't
one
know
of the recent Mario. They might have done a sequel
a while back.
The next movie I might try and get my daughter to sit through and watch, just because she does like Mario. She does like watching people play Mario Party, and she has a fucking Wii, and I'm like, dude, you want Mario Party? No, Daddy. I'm like, you could play these games. And I keep trying to get her to do this. You can play them with people. She gets weird about wanting to play her games always by herself. She's like, no, when I play my games, I play by myself. And it's like, okay. So you want me to drop what I'm doing so you can show me what you're doing every 5 seconds? I just feel like we can cut the middleman and I'd be involved.
I could be playing too. Yeah.
Daddy, my game time is me time. Okay, baby. Okay, I'll give you your you time. Oh, Daddy, look at this. Like, fucking pick a lane. Pick a lane. Rusty Grammar. Again, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm getting the OJ vibes. Like, there's a significant group of people who are like, yeah, so what if he did? The fuck did he do wrong? And we're like, uh-oh. And that's where I feel like there's a lot of, like, upper crusty people that are like, look, no amount of prosecuting this man will unfuck this turducken as far as that man's life, family, and repercussions of his death are concerned. So, if we let him walk, the rest of us can just live with a slightly heightened security and less likely chance that we're the next one. Yeah, King Kong Dong, that's pretty much what it is. Leave me alone, Dad. Daddy. Look at me. Like, what? Was on my way out. You wanted me to, so I was gonna. Fucking what? I swear it's bipolar with my daughters. It's maybe it's just a chick thing. I can only vouch for growing up as a boy. We kind of we picked a lane. We didn't want you around. We didn't want to show you what we were doing. It's kind of like I want to show you or I don't. Anyhow, so that's the whole Mangino thing. I don't think there's anything more to cover other than the fact that, yeah, we're going to get rid of everything but the ghost gun, the silencer, and the red notebook. So the notebook, wasn't the notebook in the backpack?
The journal was
The journal was
in the
I don't know. Maybe a red
backpack.
notebook isn't. Maybe the red notebook is like a notepad and it's not the same thing and it was left at the scene. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I've only been following this far enough to make the Mario and Luigi brothers jokes. Because I
Fair enough.
no amount of him getting off or him getting held guilty is going to, like I said, change the victim's circumstance and the family of them or the situation. Ooh, you drew attention to a thing that's not really going to get addressed and you might go to jail for it. Congratulations. I hope you don't have a rough time inside. But when I heard that about throwing out the bag and the contents, I was like, oh boy, they're setting up reasonable doubt. They don't want another Luigi. So they'll let him go. But, and then in a couple years, Luigi will write a best-selling novel, If I Did It. And it'll just be it'll be 3 pages. It'll be him talking about himself on the first page. On the second page, it's just going to be one line in the middle of the page, and it's a URL link. And under that is one of those fucking new age QR codes, and you can click it, and it takes you to the video of him shooting the guy. Look, if I did it, boom. That was and will forever be the ballsiest thing I've ever seen anyone do.
Yeah.
Is like years later writing a "If I Did It" book. What do you mean if? As far as I could tell, I thought the world was pretty unanimous on, yeah, we think you did. So I don't think we need to hear how
he may have organized it, but he didn't pull the trigger, in my opinion.
Or stab the knife, I guess. I don't know. Either way.
Well, yeah. Sorry. Cool, yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I was very hopeful when I read that headline. But like you said, I don't know. I don't think it's really going to steer the case away. But I was so, oh boy, hopeful that it would. I'll be honest. I'm like, who cares? The CEO to some unexpected cause. Right? Too bad you don't have insurance.
Yeah.
I'm curious to do this story. A little nervous. It's the news. It should be fine. So we talked about this, or we didn't talk about this. I think you and I talked about this a couple days ago.
Hey, Ashley. How you doing?
A day or two ago, I think we talked about this. People walking past a dude on the subway. So
it's kind of sad.
Anybody could have pushed the emergency stop button at any time and pulled him out of there.
Hey, Les.
Anybody could have intervened. And apparently for over 18 minutes, nobody did. A guy passed away because his clothes got caught in a fucking Metro Transit escalator. And it got stuck. It pulled, I'm guessing it strangled him. And nobody intervened for almost 20 minutes. Nobody intervened. Someone finally intervened 18 minutes later. They called 911 and other things. At any point in time, someone could have hit the stop button. I'm just finding out this now. At any point in time, someone could just hit the emergency stop button, would have shut down, maybe an alarm goes off, but a 40-year-old man might not have choked to death. Oh, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I said 18. I was being optimistic. The total is 22.
Oh, good. 22 minutes before someone hit. Lovely. Lovely. And probably it's because everyone was so busy looking at their phone that they didn't even see it
Well, it's in
happen.
Boston, so it's just, it's still like, I'm sorry, just what is it with like, East Coast New Yorkers, we're hard, whatever, we're this, we're that, right? But did your empathy die? Like, it'd be one thing if it was like some bum near the escalator and he's having like an allergic reaction or something like that, and so he doesn't look like a person anyone wants to go near. They don't want to touch. The guy's literally you have to go past him to get off the escalator.
Yeah.
You're coming down an escalator. The body is there the whole time. I don't know. I'll play this because I'm pretty sure this
caught.
Yeah, this will be a safe link for us. Yeah, no, fuck it. We'll just go to this. Boom.
At the bottom of a moving escalator at a busy T station, and it took more than 20 minutes.
Okay. He splayed out. How does
that's what I
nobody...
was wondering. How does he get sucked in that way? How is like
before
no
any
one
help
coming
arrived.
down?
It happened in late February here at the Davis station in Somerville. Video the NBC 10 investigators obtained shows Stephen McCluskey getting onto the escalator here at about 5 in the morning. At the bottom of the escalator, he then stumbles and falls. The 40-year-old's clothes were pulled inside the escalator, which prevented him from getting up. The video then shows a procession of T-riders taking the steps and walking by Stephen. Some of them briefly stop and appear like they try to help. Others walk by with even barely a glance. It wasn't until 22 minutes later that you see a T employee appear in the frame and walk up and hit the emergency stop button. When first responders arrived, they found Stephen had no pulse. His clothing had been pulled so tight that it was cutting off the airway in his throat. And it ended up taking roughly a half an hour before they were able to free him from the escalator and take him out to an ambulance on a stretcher. Stephen's sister and mother sat down with us to talk about their family's loss.
Wow.
And I want to make sure that, there's somebody or something held accountable for
the fact of what? For the fact that humanity is garbage? Like, I get it that your friend, your loved one got like, this isn't a regular occurrence. I still, I get it. I want someone held accountable. Yeah, get the names and whatever of all the people that walk down the steps, because...
Right.
And, like, again, it's not like the emergency stop button that the actual MTA or whatever, TSA, did they say? Transit Authority, I think? Yeah, anyways. It's not like the emergency stop button is something nobody could push. It's something everybody could push, to the point where if you pulled it falsely, you could probably be held accountable for some sort of crime, like a fire alarm. But... like some sort of petty crime or whatever those things are. I don't know. This might surprise you. What is it? Buttress yourself now. Buttress. I don't commit a lot of crimes, so I don't really know crime. I don't know a lot about crime. It's not something I've done or engaged in. So they walked by. What the fuck? It sucks, but no laws broken. I agree with you, Ashley Casey. No laws broken, and my heart goes out to them for losing a loved one. Like, this 40-year-old dude is gone, and his family's very upset. I understand, but who do you want to hold? Who do you want to hold accountable? I'm saying, if you want to hold anyone accountable, you're holding the people that walk by accountable, because any one of them could have intervened sooner. And those moments could have made the difference. Because while, yes, his clothing did get stuck in there, it did get sucked in tight. It obviously wasn't fast enough that it couldn't, I don't know. But then again, you'd think if he was sucked in and he could move around or talk and he wasn't being strangled at that point, he would have asked for help or motioned. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's awful. Being choked out by your T-shirt.
Yeah. Worst part is we found out it was a Limp Bizkit hoodie.
Yeah, you have zero requirement to help someone, but it sucks. The court system that criminalizes helping people, right? It's the fact that 9 times out of 10 these days, you try to help someone and you're going to get punished for it. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
but what are they going to do? And keep in mind, lady, as shitty as this whole thing is, have you seen what they do in China? Like in China, you just get fed to the machine and you hand your child off to the next person in line and pray for the best. Like this guy, again, horrible death, sad. I understand. Not really a regular occurrence. And what are they supposed to do?
That, you know, there's somebody or something held accountable for the fact that my brother wasn't protected in a public.
But
We're gonna hold the escalator
it's
accountable.
life.
We're going to
Yeah.
publicly demolish the escalator. We're going to C4 the escalator. We're gonna blow this sumbitch up right where it lies. This escalator is gonna learn, and its execution will teach all the other escalators. You don't pull this crap here, all right? This is Boston, all right? You want to go down to Jersey, float that kind of. See how it fares, but you don't pull this in Boston. And so yes, ma'am, we will not hold people accountable, but something will be held accountable. That dirty damn fucking escalator.
Actually, you know, Rusty is making a good point in the Rumble chat. He says nobody at least emptied his wallet or took his boots. What a missed opportunity. But that's just it. He was in a nice part of town. So they just ignored him while he died. They didn't rob him while he died.
You figured he was a good guy.
Well, it looks like he had a lunch bag. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm guessing he was off to work early in the morning. And that, yeah, it really sucks. But yeah, what I don't know what she's expecting.
I don't know.
Because you can't. Life is
That's
life.
still
It's dangerous.
that's
You
again.
don't have a guarantee of safety and protection in a public space. You just don't.
I'm sorry for her loss, but damn it, I love this line.
That, you know, there's somebody or something held accountable for the fact.
Somebody or something. I don't care what it is at this point. Like, it could be the stick of butter he slipped on. It could be dude was more unsteady at his feet than Johnny. I don't know about that. He did kind of stumble getting off the escalator, which I feel like, dude, rookie move. How hard is that? And by the way, it's not like the escalator's new. You've never used an escalator in Boston? Like, I don't know. I've used plenty of escalators. I've never understood people who have trouble stepping off of them. It's really
I don't know.
fucking
Yeah,
simple.
yeah, it's more getting on than getting off that I've seen people have an issue with. But either which way, it's a stair.
I'm sorry.
Stand on the stair, but it
it's-
moves.
It's more what?
I see more often. I see it when people are
No,
trying to
you
get
said
on
something before. What
and
did you
get
say?
off.
What was the shorthand version? It's more what than what?
People tend to get on
You're-
more than they get off.
Just do the thing. Just say it again. You know what you did.
That's as close as I can remember, damn it.
Watch him get on and he looked high as fuck. All right, we'll go back to earlier in the story and watch him get on it. Because, like, again, she wants him held, or people, something held accountable.
Something held accountable, yeah.
A man caught at the bottom of a moving escalator
right.
at a busy T station.
That just looks like he decided to ride it over. But, okay. Your clothes getting caught at this point is the part that surprises me.
Yeah, his t-shirt's getting caught at this point because he's
and
sitting
it took
on
more
that
than 20
bottom
minutes
thing.
before any help arrived. It happened in late February here at the Davis station in Somerville. Video the NBC 10 investigators obtained shows Stephen McCluskey getting onto the escalator here at about
He is wobbly. Like, he's, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't-
stepping off was a little bit.
No,
But then he's
no.
a 4-year.
No, watch the whole thing. Hold
here
on.
at the Davis station in Somerville. Video the NBC 10 investigators obtained shows Stephen
That dude's penguin walking. He doesn't
Yeah,
have
but
his
that
arm.
may just be someone with an injury, a long-term injury. I walk like that in the mornings. I walk
Okay.
it on my feet in the morning. Oh.
Okay. Then maybe don't
Yeah.
take the escalator, firstly. Secondly,
Well, no, again, I still wouldn't. I don't see myself having this problem, even if I was
Well, Brian was arguing that he thought the dude was high AF, and he's
Yeah.
like, look at
Yeah.
the footage. That doesn't prove he's high or drunk. It does prove that,
The
like
hobbling.
you said, there is some sort of mobility impediment. His gait is affected. He's not walking
the
on it like a
hobbling
healthy
isn't-
person.
A red flag for me, but that his not dismount, but I guess his
Stephen
mounting
McCluskey
of
getting
the
onto
stairs.
the escalator here at
See?
about 5 in the morning. At the bottom of the escalator, he then stumbles
Which meant
and
that he lost
falls.
one.
The 40-year-old's clothes were pulled inside the escalator, which prevented him from getting up. The video then shows a
All right. I am going to be honest. Like, the procession of people going right by him, that is pretty messed up, but would they have been able to intervene and help at this point? And why don't you start screaming for bloody murder when you can't get your clothes out of the thing? Like, scream,
She
help,
getting
help,
choked.
help, 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 help,
Getting
help.
choked out.
Yeah, you're going to go, help. It didn't get him immediately. You see him sit there. At one point when he hits the stairs, he's sitting all the way up. And he couldn't get
Yeah.
his clothes out to sit up, so it forced him more and more into the thing, like slowly feeding him in. It's not like it choked him out to the point of not speaking that second. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a lot of people.
I would have tried to let the t-shirt get pulled off me. I get my head through the t-shirt thing, let it eat the t-shirt, and I'll just go. Squeak out from underneath. Yeah, he died, King Kong Dong.
Yes, he did not make it.
Oh,
Hey, Scruffy, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah,
Hey,
I
Scruffy.
was out of everything for the last few days after everything that I went through. I was like, I'm done, and I just needed some me time. So I was out. I was off on the weekend. I didn't do no gaming. A friend of mine is trying to get me into playing Marvel Rivals, so I was thinking I should maybe get a crack at that at some point soon here. They do have a new PvE mode apparently. All right, close that out.
and Hooters Girl is making a good point. The emergency stop button was right beside him when he
Yeah,
was sitting.
when he
and
first
even
went
as he was
down.
going back, he could have done it himself.
I mean, it looks close, and I don't want to just
Ugh.
keep playing the footage, seeing how it turned out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It does look like he could have hit it, but I'm not sure that he could have. I'm willing to let that slide. Heat of the moment. The escalator ate your shirt. But like, like the minute I can't get my clothes out of the thing and the thing's going, if I can't hit the stop button, I am screaming bloody fucking murder until my clothes get torn free or until I get somebody else to come help. Because again, like the heart sob, like the pecker sob story says, this guy like needed just one person to intervene, emergency stop button, everything would have been fine.
Mhm.
I'm screaming for that person to come help me.
Yeah.
And maybe he did. We don't have the whole video uninterrupted because I quite frankly don't know about you. I wouldn't be able to watch that. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Should check out Forza 6. It's fun. I don't know that I don't have an expensive Game Pass membership. I ain't buying that shit.
I ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. And here's the other thing, like Forza might be awesome. I don't know. For me, driving games are a bit of a bittersweet thing cuz I enjoy driving games. They're great. And I have nothing wrong with Forza. In fact, if anything, my issue with Forza is it's too good. It makes me miss actual driving. And I don't get to drive a lot or especially drive anything like that. I haven't driven stick since I came back to driving. Like, I'm always going to be driving an automatic. And, like, I used to love shifting the gears on the cars. Oh, it was fun. It was a great time. Ladies always enjoyed it. Well, I jam my knob back and forth, speeding up the car. Look, it's so much fun that they use it in movies because it's cool looking. You get to race a mech in your car. I'd rather be the mech. Can I be the mech shooting at the car?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You're goddamn right it would, sport. I'd love to be the mech. Like going after the car.
Why can't you drive, Dick?
I can't.
King Kong Dong, I think you misheard.
No, stick. I can't drive. I can't drive a manual. Not e-manual, a manual drive car. I can't a manual transmission. Excuse me, misspoke. Yeah, I can't drive a manual transmission car anymore. It's sad. I hate it. I loved driving a manual transmission car. Messes up situation all the way around. Oh. Yeah, the escalator is pretty messed up all the way around. It's sad, but it's like, again, who are you going to hold accountable? Other than
Right.
I do like, you know what? I'm on her side. If she's all for like the escalator, I say give her a sledgehammer in the first whack. Like, boom.
You bastard.
We just
You
Labglass
took my
with her
brother.
e-manual. Yeah, I get we no e-manual. Yeah, no, like everybody, like, you know, the old school days. I don't know about your school, but our school used to do this like fundraising bit of beating up a car, particularly if one of the faculty members had like an old car and they were about to trade up or whatever, or just had an old beater that they've been sitting on for a while, or they'd get them from God knows where. But yeah, it's a
I think
car.
I remember that
and-
once
and-
or
and
twice.
You get a bunch of
Yeah.
you buy the hammers and the time to whack. It's on school grounds. They drained the oil and everything,
Yeah.
so it couldn't be a fire hazard. The car wouldn't start.
Yeah.
I don't think they were
Middle of
allowed.
the parking lot, sitting
Yeah.
on tarps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the good old fucking as I like to call it, the Street Fighter 2 Special Stage Edition of life. Like that's where like I want to
Yeah.
know which one of these came first, the us beating the shit out of cars part or Street Fighter. And then
Someone.
somebody just went, how about we do that in real life, guys? It's not that hard. Like I've got an old Pontiac that I'm literally trying to junk anyway, so let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Suing the company for not maintaining our safety checks is the only thing you could get. Yeah, but would you even get that? And she's
Would
not
it
itching
even-
for a
yeah.
lawsuit. She just said she
Yeah.
wants someone held accountable or something.
Yeah, she wants there to be a reason for his death. And there is no reason for his death.
I haven't seen Caesar because I've heard not awesome news about it. And I decided to give Gen V a go over the
Yeah.
weekend with you. And I was way wrong on Gen V, and I explained it to you. I got overwhelmed by The Boys early on because it was like The Boys and watch the follow-up show Diabolical. And I had seen this happen before, and I had not pulled the ripcord in enough time. And that was with The Walking Dead. Because first it was The Walking Dead, then it's The Walking Dead, followed by The Talking Dead, and then it's The Walking Dead offshoot show and the fucking Land of the Dead, or I don't know. And I'm like, eventually it just became like AMC, all we do is dead people. Like, I was like, all right, no, I'm out. And then for a while,
Yeah.
all these shows had to have a follow-up thing. Daredevil does it with the leads in that one.
Really?
Yeah. There's a Daredevil
At
follow-up
least-
with Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox talking about the episodes. And they follow the episodes. Like, watch number one
don't
after
care.
episode number one. Right. I've never watched them. I've never even suggested you watch them. And that's why you don't even know about them until now, because it's that low on my
Yeah.
priority list. So I'm like,
There
you don't
are
even need to know
people
it exists.
that do care, though. I mean, I know that there are streams like that for reality TV. I didn't realize they did it for fiction.
But yeah, now they're
TV.
like literally that's on the same Disney Plus platform as it's like, this is one of the things that I like about The Boys. It's getting the future right in the sense of like VOT Plus is like any like Disney Plus or whatever thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they push their shit out. Excuse me, coffee burp, I apologize. Rick just took a shit. How is it related to the plot? Yeah, like I don't want to know. And so
Yeah.
I got early on, I got cringe vibes of too much stuff in The Boys. So I avoided Gen V, and because of a misunderstanding, I thought Invincible was related to The Boys. And so it would always be suggested. I'm like, oh, great, now we have a cartoon of the show. Oh, fucking great. And it turns out that's different altogether.
Yeah.
Rick just took a shit. How is it related to the plot? Yeah, the Talking Dead show became too much of a thing. The cast of Smallville do that now. They have their own podcast. Yeah, but Smallville still going, or is it like
They
they're
rebooted
remembering
it again, I think.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah. You can't
Small
even go
Dickville.
generational with Smallville. Like it's got to be like unless Superman comes back and he and Lois have their kids and raise them in Smallville and
Episode
have
7 of
super
The Boys. Yes,
babies.
we've watched episode 7 of The Boys.
Yes.
Episode 7 of The Boys is why I decided to go back and watch Gen V. And I was worried about a lot of things in Gen V that I was completely wrong about, but they still do a lot of the stuff that I'm going to like hot take. By season 5 of The Boys, after everything we've seen depicted in the ways they've depicted it and the way they do with Gen V, I'm starting to feel like the shows are just more and more weird ways to depict weird, strange, effed up shit and display it on screen. And I'm just like, we get it. It's becoming like an old dirty joke. We get it. Buttholes, dicks, and taints, vaginas. Oh my! Like, and then other stupid crap that's shoehorned into it. So for me, Gen V is meh. But I'm willing to go with it to see how it ties into The Boys. That's it. After that, I don't have much relation. If they do a
I'm
third
enjoying
season,
it, but yeah, you can only take so much of the silly, gross, sexual.
Scruff even says The Boys lost the plot and it's just shock bullshit now. I wouldn't even say they lost the plot. The problem is the plot wasn't thick enough to land the 5 seasons we've had. We really should have wrapped this up a lot faster. But Eric Kripke wanted to work all of his friends into the show, so he had to drag it out because, he had to wait for Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki to be done with Supernatural. He had to wait for certain people to be available. Seth Rogen's one of the other producers. He didn't give a shit. He just wanted a show he can show up on and be like, hey, I'm still relevant. Woo. And that's it. That's literally it.
Oh, Lass is watching the original Smallville series. Oh, okay. Just started season 9. I remember watching that one. I binge watched that one. At some point it was on Netflix.
Scruffy saying it was good 1 through 3, 4 was bad, and 5 sucks. I'll agree. Season 5 just kind of feels like we're just doing nothing. The most like hard hitting emotional moments I saw coming from a mile away, and it's just like I feel like we're just kind of spinning in neutral while we wait for the end. So it's not my favorite season by far.
Yeah. They could have wrapped up the story all together in season 4 and done season 4 better.
Yeah, there's some great awkward comedy moments. King Kong Dong when Deep walked off the pier. Like, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious and all, but it like I said, it burnt out. And for me, like Gen V, it at least seems to get to its plot points a lot faster. But I'm willing to hang out with it because this is what was released up to the end of The Boys. So if it's going to be tied in, it should be tied in now. If it's tied into next season of Gen V, I'm not waiting for whatever next season of Gen V is to understand how they helped with or how X equals. It's weird. It'd be like doing the Avengers movie before all of the Avengers precursor films are done, and then we do the precursor film to see how they got ready. Like, no, it's a little out of place. I don't think so. So yeah, there were certain like, oh my God moments, like Hero-gasm. Like some of those moments are like comic book canon stuff and things. Like a lot of the gratuitousness and things was a part of the comic as well. But like they said, it doesn't matter the source, whether it be the producers, the writers, or the comic. The show just kind of shock values you out after a while. It opens hard, but it keeps that pace to its credit. But that pace was the same reason it gets meh. Whale scene top notch. There's some very funny moments throughout the whole thing. That's one reason I keep sticking with it. Some very funny moments, but yeah, no. And then this last episode with the character that we lose, I'm like, all right, I knew something was going to happen to someone. And I kind of saw.
Well, we've only got one more episode on the very last season, so I'm surprised we didn't lose more people, sort of deal.
Right. I'm surprised we haven't lost more people up till now. But it's also like,
Yeah.
I kind of saw this being a thing for a little while. And I was like, all right, I'm amazed it took this long to hit. But finally this part hits and I'm like, all right, so that's sad. And we have that. And I'm like, okay, so then we have our setup for our final showdown. But I feel like our final showdown in a lot of ways really kind of ended when we did the whole Queen Maeve, Soldier Boy, like all that. That should have been the moment
Yeah.
that he defeated,
Yeah.
and it would have all been done. No, we couldn't do that. Fuck that. Also, Annie's dad in the season was dumb. Like, what relevance did that have? Well, just to prove that she found her dad. And because, fuck, what's that actor's name? Fucking shit. Planes dude. I can't remember his name.
So bad with name.
Yeah, but anyhow, that guy needed a gig. So he played her dad. Now, I would have loved it because he was also in Storm of the Century. I would have loved it if he played it as she was the kid from Storm of the Century. Look, well, your mother gave you up and I just couldn't take it. And that demon was going to raise you. The Flash TV series should have ended after Savitar. Got stale real quick after that. A lot of those went way too long. The Green Arrow series was like, how long can we draw out? What did he do while he was alone on the island? Apparently, while he was alone on the island, he trained to become a vicious assassin, then toured the world fighting crime, and then decided he had to go home. But as opposed to just getting on a plane, stepping off and saying, yo ho, me hearty blowholes, I was rescued in a shipping lane and brought to China, and I flew home. Like, as opposed to doing any of that, no. I must first return to the island so I can be rescued from said island.
What?
Oh, and there was also a nuclear submarine there. Like, all right, fuck off. Fuck off. But I know 90% of the reason that show went as long as it did, and it's solely because, is it Stephen Amell or whatever? The guy that played Green Arrow looked really, really good doing that salmon ladder. That salmon ladder workout.
That was.
I would argue for the first 2 seasons, that show was 50% him just being there, just whooping, and you just watch his core tighten, just tighten. And they just go, yeah, so he's fighting crime. I like fighting crime. He can fight crime.
He's got a mask, eh?
Oh.
Yeah.
He shoots arrows.
Oh.
We shoot them all over my
he's
chest.
exercising again.
You know, looks like he has a pretty big quiver there. It must get heavy having such a big quiver just swinging between your legs. What? That's where that show went.
Oh yeah.
They even address it. They even address it on the show. The nerdy blonde chick is just like, I can watch him do that all day. It's just like, right? That's literally. It's literally 30. That's 30% of the draw. It's 30% that, 40% comic book nerds, and then the other 30% is just random people who just kind of tuned in that day. They may or may not stay. I can see it. LLC wearing a dark mask, and I don't know what that is.
16A4. That's a gun. Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Stephen Amell. I was right.
You.
It was Stephen Amell. I still remember.
Mm-hmm.
The chicks were decent looking too. Oh, dude, no, like the Flash show and the Green Arrow show were both very well done. Very well done. At least from the viewpoint of someone who isn't a big, huge comic book nerd for the comics. Like, they didn't keep this from the comics or that from, like, eat a dick. But, yeah. When they worked in the Deathstroke stuff is when I started going, I think I can go.
Yeah.
Mr. Cold was my favorite from the Arrowverse. Well, that is God damn it. I can't remember the name of the character he plays in Prison Break. Shit. Michael Schofield. It's Michael Schofield from Prison Break. I loved Michael Schofield from Prison Break so much that I started noticing him as an actor in other roles. Like, I didn't know the same guy that plays Michael Schofield in Prison Break plays the male lead's best friend in Underworld. It's like his hospital buddy, his best friend. Because he has long hair. You wouldn't recognize him. He's wearing glasses and long hair. But if you know what you're looking for, those piercing blue eyes, you can't miss it. And his voice, and it sticks out. And this is the thing, and I didn't know this, he's biracial, but he's really light-skinned, so people don't notice this, but he has complete, like, afro hair. Like, it's crazy.
Is it dark or is it blonde?
It's black.
Afro.
It's
black,
dark,
okay.
and it's dark, and it's just poofy. Like, you're like, whoa.
Okay.
And then when someone's like, yeah, he's like a half and half, people don't know that. I'm like, oh, wow, wouldn't know. And crazy. He also plays a villain in The Flash as well. Yeah, he was great in both of those. And then he went on to do, I think, the DC Legends show, which the only problem I have with that is the DC Legends show really solidifies the Constantine that I wish they would have given a movie to, or at least a full fucking show. God, I like that Constantine. Keanu Reeves supposedly wants to do the character again, and I'm just like, I mean, whatever. Legend of Tomorrow was campy as hell, but fun. I didn't actually watch it. I think I saw maybe one episode. But once we got the Michael Scofield actor and the guy who played Link on Prison Break together, like the bros, I'm like, you two are just, now it's just Prison Break the superhero show.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's all it is.
Mhm.
I found my movie box collection of Resident Evil. Got something to watch for 2 weeks. Matt Ryan was Constantine actor. Yeah, Matt Ryan does an amazing Constantine, and I liked the show that they did with him. He played the character right. They just fucking fucked off on it. Johnny painted his walls and ceiling while watching a Mel. Nope, not even remotely. Although I did, that was back when I really wanted to, I was getting really depressed at my legs and stuff the first time because I wanted to do like American Ninja Warrior. Like, no joke, watching Stephen Amell doing the salmon ladder made me want to be able to do the salmon ladder. That's it. I just wanted to be like, if my legs worked and everything, like that would be my goal. Like, I'm doing the salmon ladder and I wanted to compete on American Ninja Warrior. Wanted to be one of those dumb fucks.
That's so funny because I watched him do the salmon thing. I did not look at that and go, ooh, I want to be able to do that.
No, you didn't.
Well, maybe I did, but I wasn't talking about the exercise that he was doing.
You got done watching them. Why is my seat all wet? No, but yeah, so it was. I would like to have been able to do that. I always wanted to compete on American Ninja Warrior. I thought that would have been fun. I love that show. Johnny, while you was gone, multiple TV series of the Fast and the Furious is in the works. Yay. Put that pile of news into something I don't want to watch. Like, I'm sorry. Fast and the Furious worked as one movie. They stretched it out to 3, and I gave them balls. But we've gotten to a point now where it's like, you just can't stop making these movies, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's like the high-end Hollywood version of Sharknado, where it's just the fact that it still exists is this weird, campy thing. So no matter how and in some ways, it celebrates how cringy it is, and it just does stupid shit. No. Let me guess, we're going to have another movie. Vin Diesel is going to talk about family, and they're going to plan some sort of elaborate heist. And the heist always has to get more elaborate to the point where if any of these heists were to happen in the real world, it'd be like, well, I wonder who the suspects are. Oh, I don't know. Those people.
Yeah.
So they can't do the, like, we work for the government angle because the world would be like, oh, those people did it. Why isn't America giving them up? It's because they're covering for them. There's just no reason. Stop it. Stop it.
Uh-huh.
Just, we've stolen so much stuff. And stop fucking Bond villains. It's over. This whole thing started as a guy who was like kind of out of prison, down on his luck. So he paid for his lifestyle and his family by, holding a high-speed car heist of semi-rigs in real time, a in-transit heist gig, which was kind of like, ooh, that's cool, that's interesting.
That's neat, yeah.
It no longer works now, okay? Lab Blast with $10. Johnny wanted to do the salmon ladder, but had to settle for the Jacob's ladder. Your lips to God's ears. And yes, I know what a Jacob's ladder is.
I know what Jacob's ladder is. The Jacob's ladder is. I don't know what he's talking about right there. I have a
For
feeling
Jacob's
it's
ladder?
slightly different.
I think he means the
Yeah.
Jacob's ladder piercing.
Oh, see, yeah, no, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Oh.
Where's the piercing?
For the Jacob's ladder?
Yeah.
It's along the, I guess you'd call it the inside of the shaft. So it's all
Part
along the.
closest to your belly?
It starts from the
That-
base and it
that
goes up
side?
towards the tip,
Okay.
closest to the belly button. Yeah,
Okay, and you on the tip or close?
not on the
To the
tip. That's like the
base.
Prince Albert, I think.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say.
That's for psychopaths.
Okay.
But yeah, so just all the way up there. Yeah.
But the other one, the Jacob's ladder, is okay.
I guess it depends on what you enjoy. Anyways, we've been talking about this for way too long. You know, a friend of mine
Wow.
had
Thanks, Bobby.
a friend of mine got a piercing. It was just a couple of nipple piercings that he got that goes on a chain that goes all the way down to his Van Johnson. Alrighty. So there we go. There. Dude, I got to catch up with the chats. Scroll them down. Stealing Iran's nukes in the next movie. And then they're giving him for another guy to reboot the star. They got The Rock back somehow. I thought The Rock and Vin Diesel were, oh, thank you, voice crack, were just Dunskies. This gives more credence to your shame tour that The Rock has to do to join the elites.
Well, yeah, it's yeah.
Make him do a movie he doesn't want to do with somebody he
think
hates working with, to the point where they wanted to
I don't
keep
know
him
that.
and Statham in films, and The Rock wouldn't do it. So like, we'll just give you guys a buddy show, and you can go do your own show, your own movie.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, yeah. I think they're trying to.
I'm with Scruffy. I want a wacky Jack Black character in Fast X. They need one guy to disable the laser grid with his dick, and there's only one man they know that can do it. They killed John Cena off to get The Rock back. Fine. I don't care. He was in them. This is how I haven't kept up. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't know
I-
Cena was in them.
I let them sucker me in, and by let them sucker me in, I waited until it was on one of the streaming services I'm already paying for. So I'm not saying I didn't. I'm not saying I watched the movie for free. I'm just saying the amount of money I paid to watch the movie was out the door, no matter what, whether I saw the film or not. So
Right.
pre-admission.
Might as well.
So yeah, but when I watched it, I watched the frickin', I don't know, easily 10 different will Paul Walker die now scenes in the movie for it to end with them driving their separate ways. And I'm like, eat a fucking dick. Like, they're like, we're going to give the character a definitive ending, a real ending. It's like, right. And the whole movie is just compilation of how do we get Paul Walker's character into a damn near death sequence shot in the movie one way or another. I'm like, no, we done now. He goes bye-bye. That's it. Either kill him off or don't. Don't do this cock tease shit the whole time and edge me all the way there and then just let him go. Like, oh, he's going to go live with his family. He finally decided his baby was important. Just fucking eat a dick. What? Oh, great.
Yeah, no, one thing is not with the other gravy legs. But
Where's
thanks
that?
for that.
Oh, that's my fault. Guess who never switched his chat over? That's weird.
Are
yeah.
you still watching Pop Chat?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was never really into the Fast and Furious after the first 2 or 3. I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of not worth it. And like I said, I got pulled in for the ending. I went eat a dick.
Yeah.
You don't tell me for how many months like we're giving the character a definitive ending, and then we see these teaser moments, and I know a few of them have to like pass and fail, but like well, I'm just gonna go my way. That's not a definitive ending. That's he drove off. How many characters have we seen that drove off, walk off, were on a one and done, and then in the next movie, fucking Vin Diesel walks in like, I need you. And it's just, and there we go. So, Dom driving B would be fun. I don't know. Fast and the Furious is like if Bill and Ted got into car racing. I will say I was a complete mark for the first one. I loved the first movie. I watched the second one. I watched the third one just because it was called Tokyo Drift, and I was like, all right, let's see what this is. This was like a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And then we loop. It's a whole different thing to show a character that we lose in 2, I think. And so we loop like Dominic Toretto at the very end. But that is itself was kind of like a standalone movie. And I was like, all right. And it was out of order. It wasn't like following number 2. And so I was okay with it. But yeah, no, I don't think so.
Hey, Mr. Q, how you doing? St. Aaron.
Or no, we lose him in 3 actually. So yeah, I don't remember where he was in one of them. Was in 2 or something? I don't know.
Mr. Q saying that's the third one.
The third one's Tokyo Drift. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. But yeah, they never killed off Paul Walker's character, and it's just like the whole like, well, I have a kid now, so I guess I'll stop doing all these weird international heists. You know, it's not that it's morally objectionable. It's not that I'm taking advantage of people. It's just I have a child now, and that's just too damn dangerous. Like.
Yeah.
Anyways, people were talking about this. We'll go to the aerial shot of the actual thing. So yeah, this happened over the weekend, the Unite the Kingdom event. And it,
okay.
You and I were talking about this. I was saying it literally looks like a scene out of V for Vendetta. And there's no audio, unfortunately. I almost want to know what they're chanting. It literally looks like a scene out of V for Vendetta. All these people, like, I don't think anything's going to change. But I'm at least...
and just wait. It just keeps going, too.
Oh, I know.
Like, it just,
we're going to let it keep
it's
going.
Phenomenal.
This is called milking the cow.
Sorry.
So yeah, like, I know... I want to see these people, like, doing this. I know nothing's going to change, but I'm so proud to see so many people just going, yeah, we were nice. We were hospitable, but we're tired of being bombarded by people who don't assimilate into our culture. And moreover, we're tired of being persecuted for demanding that our culture at least gets the same level of respect as the people who literally just got here legally or illegally. Like, and so they're all like, this is impressive to me. I don't envy anyone that needed to get through that day. Like
well, I don't know. You just go one street over in any direction, and it's absolutely
But
barren.
This is the thing. This is the problem with London, because it's built off of a town that never had traditional, like, city blocks.
It had
anyway,
the main road, and then it had the...
It's because it was built... There were times where there weren't buildings in places. It's just become so kerfuckety that good luck figuring that shit out.
Kerfuckety.
Is this the Thames? Hop in the Thames. At this point, faster to take a boat over
Might be
and
easier.
come running down this street. But if they're here and they're I don't know. So let's see. I know, but they're all loaded up there. Nobody. The UK government was incredibly unhappy that this happened.
Yes.
The people resoundingly less so. Exhibit A. So there you go.
Yeah,
that's easily 100,000 people.
Of,
the street was closed off on Saturday. They planned it. They have Sharia enforcement on horses there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lady Autumn Sky said, I didn't watch any until Paul Walker was dead. Yeah, Paul Walker was dead.
Yeah. I honestly don't think I even saw the Tokyo Drift one. I don't think I bothered.
Like, I was in high school when the first one came out, and it was like, if you didn't see it, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then, like, for a little while, I was friends with a lot of people that were into the fucking, like, kit car and fucking getting the Honda Accord or whatever, and getting aftermarket parts. And I may or may not know an Asian man. Oh, I've showed you one of the songs he introduced me to. He was dating my sister, and he was always driving those, and every single one of them was like manual and fucking but yeah, I didn't go in for that sort of affair myself. I'm more of a muscle car guy, and I couldn't afford it, so I had a just fucking 2-door Ford Tempo. It goes to work. Like that's it.
I had Cavaliers mostly. I loved my Cavaliers. They were really
So-
reliable.
Oh, they killed him off. All right, sad. No, they didn't kill him off. They just let him drive away. They teased his death time and time again, both in the way the script is written, the way the story sets up, and it's the biggest edging any movie's ever done. It's like, well, he says things that are things like, look, this is the last one I do, then this is the last one I do, but I got to finish this, and then we're out. And it's just, that those are always the lines someone says when they die. Then we go through 3 or 4 different ways. He nearly dies. There's one point where the dun 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 is him running to like the edge of some vehicle going over a cliff, and he jumps at the last second, and he fell. Oh wait, no, he's hanging on by a thread, and it's like, and that's after like 2 or 3 other like nearly die attempts, and I'm just like, enough. And then for all of that to not even have him go out at all, and just like, no, he just left. Like, then why did we bring him in the first place? If your poignant ending was we brought him in and he had a family and now he's gone, just leave him gone.
Yeah.
Works that way.
Yeah.
Rexstar Perry, you never saw the post-credit scene where he hit a bread truck. No. That was a different one altogether. Would have been funny as the post-credit scene is he hit a fucking blue tree. Or not a blue tree. He hit a tree in his little blue car. But yeah, Kirk got a send off, and his death made 0 sense. Yeah, I'm remarkably not worried about watching it, like kind of deal. So yeah, fuck it. I haven't cared about those in a while. I watched the Calvin and Hobbes thing just because I like Jason Statham, especially when he does more like funnier shit. I think like prime Jason Statham for me is still Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels.
Yeah. I can't pick a favorite, but that's a pretty good one. He really is entertaining.
Just the scene where he's got his feet up, like especially if you see that after you saw Transporter or any role where he's also buff as shit, like and he knows martial arts and stuff. Like if you've seen anything before you see that one's hilarious because he's the burnout of the group to the point where they have a whole bunch of weed. And he's like, this stuff isn't half bad. And they're looking at him. He's just blitzed out of his mind, and he holds the joint. He's like, oh, you are. And then, no, I don't think I want any of that horrible shit. Thank you. Like, it's just fucking horribly awesome. Oh, it was a good one. It was a good one.
I enjoyed. I can't remember, but there was a series of them when he was like hyped up on adrenaline and he couldn't slow down.
Oh, that is not Rush. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Fucking A.
But that was a fun series.
The 2 movies that they did of that, yeah.
Mhm.
The fact that, like, I'm gonna be honest, like gratuitous love scenes that they worked into that. Crank, thank you, Balls Deep. It was Crank and
Thank
Crank
you,
2
yes.
High Voltage.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
And he still doesn't die at the end of that movie. He falls out of the fucking sky, but he still doesn't die.
Yeah. That was fun.
Lady Oscar. Oh, let me put it on my tinfoil hat. They killed him all right in real life. Well, that was, I think that was if I remember correctly, that was like a friend and they were in like a car, like a hot rod or whatever. And people were
I have
arguing
no
maybe he
idea.
was showing off because, Paul Walker and they do movies. And I don't know. I don't know. But either way,
I can't
we've been,
even remember.
we're halfway through the second hour. We've done like 2 or 3 stories. Yeah, we've done maybe 3
Nice.
stories, maybe 3.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
being
good stuff.
conservative. Alrighty. So we have this one to get to. This happened over the weekend. People can throw their guesses. We've got a couple of stories to talk about. One in Minnesota, but this one's in Texas. What?
I'm just gonna grab a coffee. I'm here, but I'm not here. I have a guess already, and I've just seen a headline.
Yeah. All right. So, we've got, oh dear Lord, I didn't realize I inadvertently set up just a slew of not okay. People can throw in their guesses, but we finally have this happen over the weekend. If you didn't know, Austin, Texas had a spree as in more than one of drive-by shootings.
Oh,
And
good.
from what I understand, as of this weekend, they didn't quite see a rhyme or a reason to the it's not like it was like a gang war or
Wasn't
whatever.
the same people.
It's
yeah.
it's random shootings across Austin that left 4 people injured.
Wow.
So 4 people were injured because 3 people decided let's just run around and shoot shit. And you'd think if it was tied to some sort of gang violence or crime or something, they would have sussed that out on the victims.
Yeah.
The basis of that. But they're
Yeah.
saying they're random shootings. So they're calling them completely random. Shooters'
Totally
names,
random.
says Scruffy. Because of their ages, I don't know if they give the shooters' names. Here, let's see if they do in the report. Oh, I bet I'm going to get an ad. I just clicked the play button.
Where's
I'm
that
such a
odor
noob.
coming
I am a noob.
All due respect.
Fuck off.
Oh.
All right, so let's get rid of that. But yeah, so I don't know why you
Oh.
would pick those 2. There's so many names in the world, Scruffy. Picking those 2 is horrible of you. All right, let's God, how
Oh,
long
rather
does it take to
specific.
talk about putting stuff in your drain so your pipes don't smell like ass or whatever this is? Oh yeah, this is totally for some sort of fucking garbage disposal.
Freedom.
I don't need garbage disposal. You got to have the right garbage disposal so you don't smell the garbage. They had an Italian guy. He just kind of came in wearing this weird fairy costume because the first guy's drain was kind of stinky, and he was like, "Hey, then we got a spell for that." It goes bippity pasta fagioli. Hey, what's it to you? Bippity boppity boo. And then poof, his drain was all better. All right, so let's play
All of
this.
the victims knew Hillary Clinton.
Nope. All right, here we
Not
go.
this time.
Austin Travis County EMS responded alongside our public safety partners at the Austin Fire Department and the Austin Police Department to
Why one
4
channel?
different shootings across the city in various locations throughout the day. Of those 4 patients that we treated, 3 sustained non-life-threatening injuries, and 1 sustained critical injuries and was treated with whole blood on the scene before being transported to a local trauma.
So we damn near had somebody die from this.
Okay. I see. Yeah, there's a couple of people who've got the right idea. I do believe in our chat, eh?
Were they teens or perhaps youths? Why choose Rexstar Parody?
Center. All 4
Yeah.
victims were transported to local trauma centers.
Okay, so that's the little news snippet that they took. No,
That's all they're
don't.
going to tell us?
I loved that I clicked it like I wanted it to stop playing. It's like 1040 Ford. You know what you want? You want a Ford.
Another ad.
All right, so yeah, they call them 3 young people. So there was I think 2 17-year-olds and a 16-year-old. And yeah, you guys are getting it right. Let's look at if I don't know. From what I've seen of the mugshots, the shooting suspects, 12 separate shootings across Austin, 3 teens suspected in custody. Is this the same police thing saying, do we get 3 suspects are in custody following a weekend-long string of apparently random shootings, vehicle thefts, and robberies across South and East Austin. So they were just on for the highest GTA score they could muster. The motive remains unknown for the 12 separate shooting incidents, which authorities believe involved at least 4 stolen vehicles. 15. Okay, here we go. All right, random Austin spree. There's a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old were taken into custody. The 17-year-old has an active warrant for stealing a firearm.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing an ad. Shut up.
Hopefully
shut
it's that
up.
firearm.
Fuck off. This is an ad thing we'll be right back. What the hell? And
Yeah.
It's taking so long I don't know that I want to know. 2 juvenile suspects. Let's see if this guy will tell us. We got way more time. Way more time than 30 seconds.
2 teenage suspects are in custody following a series of drive-by shootings.
By the way, this is after this story. A third one. Again, teenage suspects. Oh, boy.
In Austin that injured
So
4
I don't think we'll show the pictures up here.
people. But a third suspect is still at large after a chase led police to Manor. Fox 7's Marco Bittnell has been following this investigation throughout the day.
Yeah, fuck it. We don't need to care. So, yeah, 2 17-year-olds and a 15-year-old. So,
Nice.
you guessed it.
Nice.
Youths.
Yep.
I mean, I know I buried the lead hard there where I'm like a weekend-long spree of shooting, robbing, and looting. And I know that really throws the trail off.
That narrows it quite. Your profile was fairly accurate. Yes, Scruffy.
Like, all we had to do for this, guys, I don't know if they've watched, like, you watch the great heist films, like Heist, and, you know, they hit the big scores, whatever, but it's strategic. It's precision. No, we just run around like GTA and we shoot up all the places we can. We grab all the loot we can. Yeah, how does that work in GTA? Oh, I just hide in a random part of town that the cops can't notice till the heat dies down. Yeah, that's not how it works in real life. Like, you get up to 5 stars, they remember that shit, and the next time they see you, it's on site. Like, that's just all it is.
Yes, well, thanks to GTA, we've got many
I'm one of
funny
the people
videos
that
of
I would like
people
to
hiding.
say, I am tired of these video games misrepresenting the truth. GTA needs to have a natural statute of limitations on the crimes you commit in GTA. Like, in terms of the game, because days and nights flip, right? So you go through several days in the course of one game session, right? But if you stole a car, that's on you for a few years. So we'll see you next month, and then you can be like, well, now we're done. I agree to the garage and change the paint on my car. I go to the garage and change the paint on my car. Yeah, it's that
If only it
simple.
was that easy in real life.
That's why whenever I commit a crime, I cover my car in shelf paper. You just if they figure out what vehicle you're driving, you just rip off the shelf paper and you're a different color car. Shelf paper, Johnny. I love shelf paper. God, I need to show you Johnny
goodness.
Dangerously. That joke is wasted on you having never seen Johnny
Oh,
Dangerously.
no.
We have this one. This is out of your neck of the woods.
Yes, this is fun. This is fun time with friend.
Fun time with friend. I don't know about fun time. So we
Well,
go.
it was a fun time right up until the minute it wasn't.
Well,
anymore.
like we go. We go on our side of the woods. We got 3 kids in Austin, running around playing GTA, shooting, robbing, and looting, stealing cars, all that fun jazz. And your side of the fence, it's far more. It was just a fun game, eh? But still quite real consequences. A man is being sentenced to 4 years after shooting and killing his friend in a bulletproof vest game. So
Let's go play out in the woods, eh, boy? Let's go play out in the woods. I got this bulletproof vest. Let's see if it works.
look, you're gonna get on me because I just wanted to play a game with my friend and fucking get after it, bud. Like, I don't know about you, but like, it's, I shot him. I even looked down. I'm like, hey, have a double-double and walk it off, you fucking pussy. But no,
You're a
Hoser
better
was eating
connect
dirt.
than I am.
I know, it's scary. It's scary. Like, if some sort of weird I won the Powerball tomorrow thing happened, and I was like, well, now I can afford to just bring my daughter up here whenever she wants. I'll just move up here. Like, then, yeah, that would probably scare you with how fast he became fucking Canadian, like, before he got here.
I'm the one that was born here.
Right? But whenever we go to the parks, I'm the one the moose stands up to and then holds up a sign that says, I stand with Johnny. Which is ironic because in all the photos, I'm
Johnny
sitting
doesn't-
down
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
FDR at this point. Like, everyone thinks I can walk. It's the illusion. Oh, they got Florida in their blood. Apparently. Apparently they do. All right, so, all right, is Suki the area that this happened in? Or
Sorry. No, Surrey, right?
This is Sooke.
Oh, Sook. Oh,
Sook.
Sook. Okay, Sook. Yeah, Sook.
Ah, Sook
Sorry.
now. It's not as good. All right, a man was shot and killed, and his friend, a man shot and killed his friend while the victim was wearing a bulletproof vest as part of a, quote, game the pair had played before and has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. You guys know you can't use the same bulletproof vest, right? Like, after stopping some bullets, they are not effective.
Just love the fact that they've played this game before.
That's why they had the confidence. Well, you know what?
Dumb luck.
Well, you know what? We finally have an undisputed winner.
Yeah. Oh man.
But again, like I
Who's
said,
the winner?
but that's the thing.
The guy
the game is one of us wears the vest, the other one shoots us. There's only so many hits that vest can take before it starts really losing all of its stopping power, and eventually one of them mofos is gonna make it through the line. Like, you gotta. St. Aaron, this was a deleted scene from Dumb and Dumber. More likely a deleted scene from Jackass. I'd be more likely to believe this was deleted from Jackass. But yeah, so I have no idea what these were thinking.
Well, they've done it before and it was always fine.
But like I said, you have to get a new vest. I feel like if they were buying a new vest all the time to keep up with the rounds of the game, they maybe not do that.
Maybe they were each wearing their own vest and they were just taking turns.
Oh, great.
Shooting each other.
So the question is, whose fails first? Well, how many? Then now I have another question. How many shots did they each take? Was it equal, or did someone else need to take one more shot for it to be equal? Because if that's the case, then they would have both failed at the same time. We still have a technical deadlock. We don't know.
And then it's still a tie.
Adam Steenbergen from Sook, BC, pleaded guilty to several charges, including manslaughter. Okay, manslaughter. After Michael Lear died, and lawyers from both sides asked that he receive the mandatory minimum sentence. Well, because again, it's just...
You're going to get into trouble, but we can't really punish you hugely for being stupid. Like,
Your Honor, I admit I was guilty, but I didn't think about. I didn't think about my my actions, and let's just be honest. I was being a bit of a hoser. So I say you lock me up as long as you can, eh? But they're gonna go soft on me. But no matter what, the real suffering is that Greg's. Oh wait, not Greg. What was it?
Adam?
Michael's gone. Eh? Like,
Michael.
He'll never be back. We'll never go out and get some 10 bits and a double.
You're gonna need to get a new bit. That's not a thing anymore.
I'm burning it out. Yeah, I remember the times in high school.
Bit has gone down.
I remember times in high school. Michael and I used to just fuck and get after it.
Fuck and get after it.
Fuck and get after it. Yeah, apparently. All right, so they're sentencing him 4 years minimum sentence.
Yep.
If you're a member of the family of the victim, do you really have a problem with with like the perpetrator of the crime? Are you really upset with him? Because it's not like he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna tie my buddy to a chair and shoot him in a bulletproof vest just to see what happens."
It wasn't a malicious.
It was again. It was a mutual. Two idiots wanted to see which one of the lemmings walked off the cliff first.
Yeah.
I feel like this destination. I feel like these two chose this destination. Who was going to get there versus who was going to be still standing at the ending?
That's a coin toss.
Yeah, that was entirely. That was up to the whims of God.
Yeah, but someone was going to die and someone was going to do time for it. Yeah.
Brian says the double turned into a quaddle.
It is a Darwin Award. It totally is a Darwin Award. Yes.
Is our top Darwin winner. We've got like an hour and 45 left in the show, which is awesome.
Nice.
All three chats up and all that. Probably going to be kissing most of, if not all of that goal out for next Tuesday to next Wednesday. So thank you very, very much. Nice. I shit on a lot of other places. I'd like to bring it back home now. Just to say, look, guys, for all of the crapping I've done on a variety of people, we aren't much better. We have a do they put his picture in this? Oh, how interesting, they don't. A toddler in St. Paul pulled a loaded gun from a diaper bag during a traffic stop. A St. Paul, Minnesota man is facing charges after a toddler in his care pulled a gun. Oh, in his care, so he's not even the baby daddy. That's surprising, because usually, things holding true, especially somebody else. Anyways, it was on Monday afternoon. Court document shows this is a week ago. This came out on the 14th. Okay, so I've been behind this. Charges say that they pulled over Thomas Avenue near Glacier Street in St. Paul because he was not wearing a seatbelt. Oh, for all the reasons.
Oh, no. Dude.
The man admitted to the officer. Oh, God, it's getting better. He did not have a driver's license and apologized for not wearing his seatbelt. Oh, my bad, cop. I don't drive. I gotta get.
I don't actually have a license, so yeah, this isn't my bad.
I've got to find a video of this. I can't do these without. This has got to be a video. You got to be kidding me. All right, nope, that's not it.
No.
Let's see what happens when we click videos. All right, here we go. Here's the, but they put it there.
King Kong Dong says, so Somalian?
No. Instagram. Why can't you just have a video?
Yeah, don't take my binky.
That's South California. All right. So I guess we'll try this one.
A dropping story out of St. Paul, where police say a toddler pulled a weapon on an officer during a traffic stop. This happened on Monday when police pulled over 37-year-old Kenneth Terry for not wearing a seatbelt. He also had warrants for his arrest. When they were taking him into custody.
God damn it. Like, I could pull up a picture, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. It's just
Another officer says one of the 3 children in the back seat, all under the age of 3.
Oh!
All under the age of 3. There's 3 kids, 3 and under. Holy shit.
Well, now I have a whole slew of problems of I don't care how many warrants. You put a fucking gun in a diaper bag accessible to 3 individuals from the age of 3 or younger back there. Now, I'll admit, the odds that a toddler pulls out the gun and shoots somebody, pretty low. Like, triggers aren't easy to pull. But the odds that that gun could go off aren't low enough for me to be comfortable with it.
Yeah. Teach them kids young. Well, yeah, but if they taught him properly, the kid wouldn't have pulled it on the cop.
Wild Saffron bet there are no car seats. Why? Why would you have car seats? You're already driving around with a loaded weapon in their diaper bag. Why would you bother buckling little bastards in?
Right? Well, he's not buckled in. If he doesn't care about himself, he's definitely not caring for the kids.
3 pulled a gun from a diaper bag and had it turned.
St. Caesar says GTA taught us driving without a license. No, it didn't.
No.
I don't know if you know this or not, St. Caesar. You don't have two thumbsticks and like A, B, X, Y buttons when you're driving. You also don't have third person mode. Trust me, there's a vast difference. It sounds like you've never actually driven. That doesn't happen. Do toddler
This is my boo who
even
thinks she's
exist?
about to get medicine, so she's kind of like, yeah, no, I
leave me
don't want
alone.
to be.
I don't want none of this. But then she kept,
But she wants to be. She wants to be right here on the.
She
wants
in
to
your
drool
business.
on the keyboard. Drilling on the keyboard and the Bible are fine, but God forbid I
Pep
pulled
Fargo.
it.
I'm surprised you didn't have drugs in the bag. Also, I am as well.
Right?
I am as well.
At this
So this
point,
at least
yeah.
goes to show. At least he had the wherewithal to keep the drugs away from the kids.
Turned toward them. The child was coaxed to put the weapon down, and fortunately no one was hurt. Terry now faces a charge of child endangerment.
Oh,
Just
Well,
one charge? I
do-
would
do
give him
you
a
even
charge
care?
per kid.
Does he even care? Does he even care? Like charge
That's
for child
true.
danger?
Yeah.
He's already got
other
warrants for his arrest.
Yeah.
Let's just sprinkle this one on. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
But
what's
way to
one more?
go. Way to go, Minnesota. Here, let's go
Yep.
to the Twitter article that led me down this rabbit hole.
That started this all thing.
Oh, yep, nope. This goes to that one. All right. So, anyways, so unless this is wrong, we're led to believe that is our suspect. We're led to believe that. So again,
Oh, yeah.
just
Yeah.
great. Thank you, Minnesota. I love being stereotypes. I love that we're all we're stupid fucking people. I just want to be a good fucking Minnesota nice. It's okay. I'm not gonna call out fraud. I don't want to be racist. Ooh.
A toddler now has street cred, right, Arch Magnus?
It's got a teardrop
He had to
tattoo.
do this instead of a jump in.
Hey, yo, Tim. Why you in timeout? Shit. Let me tell you.
Oh no. Hey Bricks, good to see you.
Oh,
wow.
fuck, man. St. Aaron says, check the diaper. Yeah, the diaper bag had a loaded weapon, but each of the 3 kids had a fully loaded diaper. So trust me, there was 4 weapons in the back of that car. People were getting assaulted.
No, he didn't discharge the gun, thank goodness.
I don't know how easy that would be for a toddler to do. Again, I'm not
I've known
saying
some pretty strong 3-year-olds.
right, and they don't like throttle their strength. They kind of full tilt a lot of times, all the time, because they're learning. But yeah, it's gonna take like am I just thinking their hands are too small and that's my ignorance? I feel like their hands are too tiny.
I don't know.
I feel like the hands are too tiny. It'd be very difficult to pull. I feel like they'd have to put both hands into it. They really have to commit to doing it. And I don't know that I don't think the toddler pulled the gun like instinctively, like, oh no, it's the, oh shit, it's the
It's the
5-0.
gun.
I got you. I got you. Spits his passy out.
I got you, Pop.
I came out this world screaming, I'm ready to die today. Motherfucker, you're 3. Like, hold on. Did the cop draw his as well? I would hope not.
Yeah, I'd like to think no.
I would hope that any police officer, whether it be in St. Paul or Texas or Massachusetts, sees a fucking 3-year-old with a gun and goes, you know what? Fucking, I don't know what religious denomination I am, but I'm letting God have this one. I'm going to try and de-escalate this situation. And if somehow I get shot by a fucking 3-year-old, then so be it. Some lives deserve a chance. This one already beat the abortion beat the abortion run. They've had some time to go. Let's see.
It's made it past the mandatory 2 years. Let's give him a chance.
They asked the toddler what his demands were, and one of them was a fresh nappy change. Maggie shot Mrs. Burns. Oh, no.
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
If Maggie, a cartoon, can do
I
it.
can imagine I can imagine well, Maggie also wasn't 3. Oh, wait. No, how old was That's the other problem. What age is Maggie?
She never
technically-
aged.
Yeah, she's the immortal fucking infant, so fuck Maggie.
I gave her
Anyways,
somewhere between 3 and 5.
right? They did stupid
Yeah.
stuff with that
Yeah.
kid because that kid was always a baby, and so they just eventually they ran out of road. And some of it, I'm like, we're only accepting this because we just finally have a new trick. Like, whatever, but fuck, yeah, I don't know. Screw that one. That was the problem with that whole show is nobody ever aged. Same thing with Family Guy. Like, those shows are fun for a minute, but if nobody ever ages, it just gets old. And
It
much
doesn't,
like
yeah.
much like the fucking The Boys thing and the Walking Dead thing, like, we got overexposed because then it was American Dad and the Cleveland Show and Family Guy, and at a certain point, just let it go. Just stick with Family Guy.
At least, yeah, South Park had the wherewithal to make them get older.
Lab
Kinda
Blast
nice.
with a deep cut. You won't recognize this one. But he's just hey man, what happened to you? Well, I challenged every gun there was. Couldn't go a step without having to stare somebody down. Walking through town, and all of a sudden I hear someone yell, "Reach for the sky, partner." I turn around. We're changing the age for this. It's a 3-year-old kid. So I just threw down my guns. I turned, walked away. What happened? Little bastard shot me in the ass. Climbed into a bottle.
Haven't gotten out
Been
since.
there ever since.
I remember that part. Yes. I don't.
I love
can't
that.
remember what movie,
Little
but I
bastard
recognize
shot me in the ass.
that.
Oh God, that was good.
As an aside, oh shit! Now I've lost the name. One of the guys, the guy who went and did the interview, the story about the Indian place that celebrated shit.
Yep.
Yeah. He flew to Israel.
Yeah, he didn't
'Cause he
get
was
to.
gonna
We covered this a while ago.
Oh,
He-
did you?
yeah,
Oh.
and
okay.
he didn't get to do anything in Israel.
No, they just kept him in the airport and turned him around.
Yep.
He was in the airport for like 8 hours. Or
Oliveira, I
something.
think, or whatever.
Oh yeah, Tyler Oliveira. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, they totally painted him as an anti-Semite, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, it's really funny. It's
Alright,
really
let's-
funny and
does this-
telling. I didn't realize that was old
Okay.
news.
I'm gonna mute this before we play it because there's a roaring audience. All right, so we've got some fun, wacky sports stuff. We're going hour and a half left in the program. Thank you for all big support that we've had today.
Yes, thank you so much.
I've been doing that on Aaron's show so much now that like I can't say support without big support. Like I don't have fucking Worski's voice. It's just not the same. Hell y'all, the sheriff's a bell rings. Hey y'all. I don't know. Breaking Elon Musk news. Oh, lawsuit against OpenAI. Okay. Ooh, he's getting sued. What's wrong with being against the people who have been expelled from 109 countries? It's not even against them. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
Oliveira doesn't paint a picture. He didn't go to India and go, look at all these horrible, degenerate heathens and their fecal festival. Like, he didn't do any of that. He kept his mouth shut, which was the smartest play, and then just ran around, goggles and body condom in tow, just fucking filming the poop festival. He didn't tell you what to think about the poop festival. He showed you what it is. Your
What it
thoughts
is,
on the
yeah.
matter were your problem. And because a lot of us had the thoughts that anyone would have when they see the the India National Cow Poop Festival, which is, oh my God, ew, gross. Like even farmers in America that go into gas stations reeking of pig farms and cow farms and smelling of a long, hard day's work, if you're smelling what I'm selling, which is not good, you would be like, they'd look at that and be like, all right, that's goddamn disgusting. Like, look, I shoveled manure for the last 5 hours. That is fucking revolting.
That's
like
gross.
that's gross. All right, that's gross. You
I
could
use
throw. I've been shit on by a cow before. I walked by a cow. I had a lot of people know sometimes they can squirt. Look, I've been super soakered by a cow before. This is fucking disgusting. Like, that's what's going on. Like, they did that with Tyler Oliveira. So yeah, he didn't even go there to shit on them. Like, why would somebody want
No,
to?
he just wanted
went in
to
there
do his
film it.
man on the street
But
like
they don't-
everywhere else.
They don't let anyone go in there and do man on the street stuff there or anywhere else.
Yep.
Poop smells is money. I don't know about that. I don't even think it's bad. It's just nasty. Right. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's poo.
Like I said, the National Indian Fecal Festival, and I don't know what it's actually called, but that's what I'm calling it. The National Indian Fecal Festival, or NIF, as some people may know. Let's see. Hold on. Now I'm trying to think of an S to start this whole thing. Secular, because that means religion, right?
No.
Damn it.
Secular means non-religious.
Fuck. Oh, screw it. I don't know. If we could get an S1 to start it, then the National Indian Fecal Festival. NIF is nice, but sniff
Special.
is better. Sniff is better.
Yes.
Secular is the opposite, right? Like I was too focused on getting the S. Sheba. It began with a bloody S. You'll rue the day, Trebek. God, we had better TV when I was younger. All
I'll
right,
take
so
anal bum covers for 500, please.
that's album covers. It says anal bum covers.
Oh gosh, that was my favorite of all of the lines, and he had a lot playing that.
Yeah, no.
Sean Connery and
My
Jack
favorite.
Jeopardy.
My favorite is still. I'll take Shorge for 200, and he's like, "That's S words, Saber." I haven't even asked a question. It began with a bloody S, and it has nothing to do with the topic. You'll rue the day, Trebek.
Yes. Will Ferrell was something else too.
It was a good time. It was a good time. All right, so we have this story to report on. A North Carolina high school track team is disqualified out of losing a third in a row championship. So like 3 years in a row, 3 years running, this school taking the lead, disqualified. And I'll just play it. I'll see if anybody notices why they had to be disqualified. Just pop quiz. Let me know if you see why the person's disqualified. First of all, I couldn't tell if those were girls or boys for a little bit there.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
You know what? Those pecs have had some juice. Did you see what the disqualifying thing was? I turned it down because the audience roaring is stupid. It's just loud
No,
audience
I didn't.
roaring. Here, I'll turn this down just so there's a little bit of audio in the background. Here, let's see.
I thought he stopped before everyone else. I thought it was, everyone
actually,
was going to run
fuck it.
past him.
I won't do this because it doesn't want to play it. This is why the guy was disqualified. He raised his hand after he crossed the finish line. It's the stupidest. Like, normally I wouldn't be like, hey, some North Carolina high school didn't win a championship. But I'm legit going, what?
He held up his hand.
Because for unsportsmanlike conduct after winning the 4x400 relay in the final event of the day. Had the result stayed, the Mavericks would have won the team state championship. Instead, they remained in second place. I feel like this is a judge with a grudge. Again,
Yeah.
he raised his hand as he crossed the finish line. And how many people thought, oh, it's unsportsmanlike conduct. He's being really disrespectful to the rest of the team, or to the rest of the competing teams. Let me tell you something. For the rest of those athletes, having to stare at his ass was the disrespectful part because they're failing themselves. Like, I saw those cheeks, and they were always way too far in the purview. Like, I wanted them in the back mirror. Like, you didn't get that. You done lost. And I'm with Rabin. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He can do what he wants after he won the race.
Yeah, it's done.
Look, if he turned around to everybody else and was like, you can't see me, or just, y'all suck, or whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He held up his fucking hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't even like, it wasn't like a finger or anything like that.
Was it a gang sign? No, it was literally like, that's the other thing. Here's how innocuous it was. I don't even know what the fuck it was supposed to mean.
Yeah.
He ran with his hand like this. Like,
yeah.
Here's what I think it is. I think he knows that his boy or girlfriend, I don't know his which way his cock swings, but he knows his significant other was watching, and he's like, look who ain't got a ring on this finger, bitch. The prize pony. The prize pony don't got a ring on this finger. What are you waiting for? I just won the 400 by 400 meter dash. It's time to lock this down. And instead, because he was asking for an invitation to be somebody's groom, lost the whole thing for the school.
Lost the whole thing.
Love makes you do stupid shit.
Right.
Love makes you do stupid shit. I've done that worse to a referee while skating to the penalty box. Yeah, anyone that's played hockey is like, this is so tame. Like, we beat the piss out of each other and then skate in a line and go, good game, good game, good game, good game, good game.
Good game.
Like,
that was always fun.
Here's the part that's stupid about it. It's so machine gunned out that nobody means it. Right? The winning team is always like, good game. Like, they're happy because they won. The losing team's always like, fuck. Good game, good game, good game, good game.
Yeah.
And again, like, two dudes who beat the piss out of each other, doesn't matter how much time you've put between it or whatever lessons they've learned growing up, they don't mean the good game. Good game.
No.
Like, here's where the amazing part is. You don't have a good game, good game, good game. Your mom's a cunt, and then a fight breaks out. Like, that doesn't happen. I could see that, at least it doesn't happen enough. Yeah, good game, good game,
see
good
that
game.
happening.
Fuck your mother. Like, now we're off. And they're off.
Hi, my lovely. Hi.
So yeah, for all of us who have played sports where you literally,
Scruffy, yes.
where you beat the shit out of the other team in some way, shape, or form, whether it be football with sacks or hockey with checking and fighting. Like, I'm sorry, but the whole, like, he raised his hand, it was so disrespectful. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Good game for a losing team is the same as someone in South Park saying, bless your heart. It's not. We call a hard tackle a blood in, says Rappin. But again, like I'm saying, so for all those people, like, and that's the case in football, you take really hard hits to the point where people's lives get completely ended in professional football, all that kind of stuff. You're taking really hard hits from the other team, but every time someone gets to the end zone on either team, win or lose, they do a celebratory dance now. It's like, I got to do a dance. So it's just, again, coming from football, baseball, hockey, all these, he raised his fucking hand. Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Just the whole, like, the pettiness of doing this. Like, no, he raised his, he raised his hand. You know what? More power to him. He was running so fast that he could afford the loss of time because of the wind resistance of holding his hand flat out in front of him. That's just a big air brake right there. And he has to be careful because he's running. He's holding a baton. He's got a lot of balls in the air. If he's not careful, he could slip, trip, and slap himself in the face as he hits the ground, forcing his hand to break his nose. Again, this person had some balls, all right? So respect the game. He waited till he crossed the line.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a cunt. All right, so there we go. Disqualifies for raising a hand. You know, I'm going to say this teaches the wrong lessons. I thought we wanted these people in the schools to learn that raising your hand is a good thing. Ask questions, learn to think creatively, critically.
And there's poor winner and rich winner, I guess. That's not quite the right term, but like you can be a really bad winner. Or you can be humble about it. And I think that was pretty,
Nobody
yay,
even
I did it,
knows.
but we got this,
I seriously, I ask you, who amongst the other competitors noticed that he had the time to look at his hand like it was a fucking cell phone? I feel like the rest of them were still busy being like, gotta fucking get across this line with the fucking baton.
Yeah.
I feel like they, no quit until they cross the line. So they're all going. They don't have, you don't have time to pay attention to him. You're already losing. Get the fuck on down the road. Like,
yes.
all right. Well, all right. So we've got that. We've got some more sports stuff. We got 2 baseball stories. We've got Anderson Cooper talking about leaving 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
And that's hilarious to me because he kind of takes like jabs at like the media industry and his worry about the empire and the reputation it has. And I'm like, you mean the reputation of you being live from a studio on location? You mean the reputation of
With
you
sound effects
the
and
reputation of
props.
you dodging actual bullets that aren't actually being fired because it's a studio, like that reputation? Because I have to say, there was a little bit of a reputation for that stuff before Anderson Cooper. I forgot the other guy, but there was another guy who got really, maybe it was Anderson Cooper, but got really lambasted for like doing a news story from a chopper and the whole thing was faked. And and like they really, I remember when I was younger, like they really got on him for that. It's like, oh, like you guys aren't really live on the scene. And then Anderson Cooper just became like that joke running for the rest of CNN's tenure with him there. So yeah, we've got that.
Yeah.
We've got a trucker talking about a thing that's fun. We've covered the whole migrant driver, illegal alien driver situation, and it's more.
Yeah.
It's more. It's more illegal alien than just straight up migrant that I've promised. I don't care if someone comes here from another country and becomes a truck driver, as long as they follow the laws. Both
as
coming
they
here and
took
the
proper
big problem I
tests
have. The big problem I have is you're not here legally, and you got behind the wheel of a big rig. Like, look, there's some things I don't think you should have the right to do, and driving an 18-wheeler in this country is one of them if you're not a legal resident. I really feel like if you plow through an intersection and murder several people, you might, though you hate the idea, just run home and not do it. And again, we're gonna go all the way to fucking wherever, bumfuck wherever you're from to go get you for doing that? Like, I have some sort of skin in the game. But Scruffy, get the or you could or you could take Scruffy's tact.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, different strokes, different folks is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Different strokes, different folks.
but that's key.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You've got to be able to like read the language. You got to be able to take the test for yourself.
Matthew Q saying Anderson Cooper's had gray hair for 20 years on CNN. Time to retire. Yeah, but so is Steve Martin. Steve Martin has had gray hair so long that, in my opinion, he never had black hair. Like when I saw a picture of Steve Martin with hair with color, I'm like, no.
It was a very light blonde. It went white early, but yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, we've got all those stories to do for the second hour, and we've only got like an hour and 15 to do it. So time be a whittling down. So I've got to get to another sports story. This is a fun one.
I'm sorry, Lowe's.
This is a minor league game, and well, let's go to X here and watch this. I've been seeing more and more of these like baseball like clips where I'm like, when I watch it and I see the clip and I see the stands like this, like I get it. It's kind of boring, but every once in a while, some of this shit is goddamn entertaining.
There's a hard hit ball down the first base line. O'Vern racing around
All right,
first.
where does he get it?
Over to cut it off. Keith on a slide, and O'Vern will dig into second base. Now headed for third.
Oh, no. Oh, he didn't throw it first?
No, it fell in a hole in the ground. That's what they call a hole-in-one on a par 4.
Oh, I thought the way
Keith
he's
is
grabbing
hurt,
his
and
upper
O'Vern will
thigh,
race
I
around.
thought
He will score.
I thought
No,
they're saying the ball got
out there
swallowed.
for one of the league's best in Damon Keith, who's down and grabbing his ball. I think the baseball might be plugged in the grass. And that is the case.
Yeah, you try and get that ball out of there, ref. You can't call those. Let's reset
Whoops.
those runners.
Whoops. Couldn't get the thing. Busted Butt Creek. Yeah, the slide might have hurt him.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought had happened at first. I didn't realize that the ball had just disappeared.
Ball just went straight into the dirt and he couldn't get it back out. Luke Duke, howdy, shiny people. Well, hello, Luke Duke.
Hello. How you
Hello.
doing, Luke Duke?
So there we go. Rumble chat has stopped moving. Is it me or is it the Rumble chat? Oh, it looks like nope.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I'm Minnesotan, but I'm all right. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to go ahead and read the comment. So, yeah, do we see the...
It's stuck in there. That's Michael Cross, the first. Michael Cross a bit confused. This is the first.
He planted the ball. So next year, there'll be a little ball tree that grows out of the ground. If you water it and you give it 9 innings of sunlight, you can grow a ball tree, and in just a couple of short years, you can have fresh balls right on the field.
Yes, they start out about golf ball size, and
Right.
then slowly over time grow larger, and yeah.
And so, yeah, you got to nurture it till you get some big old balls hanging from the tree.
Don't leave them
Fucking
too
dang
long.
rodents.
You're gonna get a slow pitch ball, and those balls are just too big.
But you have to know that you got to pick them at the right time. If you wait too long, they turn. All right? So get them before they're blue balls. That's just the rule.
Blake Burke, the first baseman, getting his hands dirty.
Dude, they can't get it out
They
with their
can't get it
fucking
out,
hand.
so yeah.
Mother Nature or Earth or whatever you want to call it. No, my fucking baseball.
If you grow it, they will come.
He's
just
digging at it with his
hammering
heel.
away at this baseball.
Now remember, guys, always replace your divots.
Eamon Keith now giving it a go. Get that lodged.
How many tards does it take to get a baseball?
To the grass. And maybe that's what injured Keith, was that he landed on the baseball and it just...
Yeah. And it went into the ground in a way that, quite frankly, nobody could expect. People have landed on baseballs before. Normally doesn't put the baseball so deep in the dirt, we got to dig it back out with our fucking feet.
punctured him to the point that it hurt enough. Blake Burke's got it. It's covered in mud.
How about, look, I don't know if you guys know this or not. You should be able to use a new ball. Like, even in hockey, if it was covered in some sort of crap, they'd be like, look, get us a new puck. They've got a few.
Ball, yeah.
Like, I would think baseball's like hockey in this regard, where you just got one person on each team, usually the coach, just got a fucking 5-gallon bucket of pucks, or in this case, balls.
Yeah,
You just-
well, I'm sure they do.
But they're so concerned about this ball. Like, I feel like, who
Well, I
gives a
think
shit?
they were concerned because they couldn't get it
Well,
out.
they
and
couldn't
so
leave it
all
there.
those
I get-
runs count.
Right, I get it. But they're like,
Right.
oh, the ball's covered in mud. Like, who gives a shit? We're using a different ball. I get that you can't throw the ball, though, because then you're going to get mud at somebody's face. Like, it's in my,
Right?
it's in my eyes and my mouth.
He hands it off. Assisted.
Yeah, so
That's fun.
Yeah. I don't think we should be bothering with that one. 96
There
to
you go.
120 baseballs are used in a standard 9-inning game. That's a
There
lot.
you go.
That's a lot. So again, other than getting the ball out of the ground,
Mr. Q, as a pitcher who doesn't cheat, you'll want your ball exactly as it comes out of the packaging, with no stuffing, greasing, or anything of the like. You silly, silly boy. We don't cheat here. At least not in ways we're going to get caught. Come on.
you want it slightly stuffed or slightly greased up the ball, depending on how you're pitching. I don't know. Clip it, says King Kong Dong. Yeah, but he really liked your ball talk. He enjoyed your big bad ball talk.
Mm.
I think a few people did.
Good, good.
All right, so we did that baseball story. Now let's go to the San Diego Padres, which is a major league team. So let's check out how things are going at their...
Show your kid!
For fuck's sake. I hate this thing. Stop. I hate that Twitter is like, oh, you clicked on it, so we're playing it. We won't pause it. We won't let you pause it. Fucking, all right. So this happened at a Padres game.
Oh.
All right. You guys might have missed it. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit.
Of a foul ball, Fowl. Come on. Come on, people. Show your kid. Spelling. Oh, man. Mariners lost, so did we.
That's a walk. All right. Now, glanced off of her like that. Do you think she's seriously injured? Maybe a concussion. Maybe, right?
Well, yeah.
She's currently in the
They're
ER.
saying
All right, so she went to the ER. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a glancing blow, and that might save her. But yeah, ouch.
I don't know what she was saying, and I don't care. Because whatever she was saying, good or bad, she paid for it. All right?
Yeah.
She paid for it. All
Did.
debts are settled.
Goodness. Poor woman.
Feeling a little better than yesterday. She was at the Friday night game in Seattle. Oh, no. When a foul ball from the San Diego Padres player's bat smacked her in the skull. Yeah, it's apparently so a little difficult there, but she didn't get any serious injuries from the sounds of things, so she went to the ER. She got checked out, and she was fine.
That's good.
That's a mild concussion. Yeah. So just don't fall
Yeah,
asleep
it was
too
a good
fast.
knock.
Matthew Q. Yeah, hit her so hard the last marble fell out. Oh, let's not be mean. She already took a ball to the face. She already took a ball to the face. Ooh, this is a 30-second one. So Anderson Cooper is apparently saying goodbye to CBS's long-running 60 Minutes program. So they're still keeping him on CNN? He's just not doing the 60 Minutes?
I guess so. He's just not doing 60 Minutes. Yeah.
So then who cares? Like, all right, we'll skip this ad, and we'll go back to this. But, like, again, like, if you're still doing stuff.
Something you've watched since you were a kid. Yeah, I will miss this.
To be on something you've watched since you were a kid, yeah, I will miss this. Yeah, but there's the whole part that, like, people think you're a lying shill, though.
And it's
Right.
in 60 Minutes. There's very few things that have been around for as long as 60 Minutes has and maintain the quality that it has.
Hey, but at least you ruined all that by being you.
And things can always evolve and change, and I think that's awesome, and things should evolve and change. But I hope the core of what 60 Minutes is always remains.
Great.
Yeah.
Lab Glass Sports Talk Johnny is so cute. I just thought it was fun that she got cracked.
Yeah, but you are kind of cute when you're
Stop
talking about
filming the
sports.
games. That's all I'm saying. You're at a baseball game. Stop playing smoochy selfie face on your camera. And you know, a little more observation, a little more head on a swivel. And you don't get hit in the
situational
face.
awareness, lady. Come on now.
Yeah. All right, that story sucks. Firstly, and secondly, the audio on that is so quiet compared to you
Yeah.
that I'd have to. Scoop
Does
you down.
anyone actually care that Anderson Cooper has left 60 Minutes? Like, anyone
just need to back you
actually?
down already anyway.
It's not a.
It's just you are
feel as
just
though.
a little high up. Try talking again, quick.
Does anyone really care about Anderson
Like
Cooper?
your regular speaker, don't like lean in and shoot up and just like you'd be regularly talking.
Okay. Does anyone actually give a
There
shit
we go.
about
There we
Anderson
go.
Cooper? I can say that over and over and over
It
again.
doesn't
'Cause
have to
I
be
don't
that.
think anyone gives a shit about Anderson Cooper. So, you know.
Matthew Q says best part of the program 60 Minutes was him. You thought Anderson Cooper was the best part of 60 Minutes? Or no, Andy Rooney. Okay.
Oh, Andy Rooney.
Just helps to
Yeah.
put them in one thing. Otherwise, might miss them. But yeah, again, it's a long storied program and things change. Like, right, but you've been a fake shill your entire tenure. So
Yeah.
I missed Tom Brokaw.
Allegedly.
I don't think he was on
a
60 Minutes.
CIA shill. Allegedly.
Why pick military industrial complex government shill? Like, yeah. CIA, a CNN anchor. They all fit. I wish I had a video for this story. This is fucking hilarious. Oh wait, nope. I do have a video after this ad's done. Sweet.
Nice.
All right, so
Woo.
we have a decent video. There was a crash that happened in Harris County, Texas, and it was with a car and a train. So Mrs. I Don't
Oh,
Fly.
My money's on the train.
Mrs. I Don't Fly. Yeah, but Mrs. I Don't Fly because of dangerous airplane. Like, hey, you could still get into an accident on a train. It could
I
still
agree,
happen.
but I have a better chance of surviving.
Well, listen to this story.
A man and a child are in critical condition after ignoring the crossing arms, driving across the tracks and being hit by a train. The crash happened at the railroad crossing on Lockwood near Summer Creek High School. That's in Northeast Harris County. It's also where we find our Liliana Pearson with the very latest.
I hope she's going to report on what happened to the guy. All right, so the train accident happened. The conductor tried to help, and what happened as a result of that? Dear Lord.
Brianna, that intersection's back open now, but it was closed for hours today as first responders worked to extract 2 people from a vehicle after it was hit by that Amtrak train and sent flying into a nearby marshy area. Tonight, those first responders sharing an important safety measures with drivers when it comes to railroad crossings.
Are we going to talk about what happened to the...
Around 1:45 Sunday afternoon, the Harris County Constable Precinct 3 office says the bells were ringing, lights flashing, and arms were down at the railroad crossing on Lockwood Road near Summer Creek High School. According to Sheldon Community Fire and Rescue Team, cars were stopped and lining up when one vehicle began to drive across the train tracks.
The car was crossing, inching across the tracks, maybe a mile an hour or so.
Investigators say an oncoming Amtrak train heading to New Orleans.
So someone was trying to beat the train. Not like, oh, unless they passed out at the wheel and were completely unconscious. They're just inching up? Okay.
And traveling around 60 miles an hour, blew its whistle, but was going too fast to stop and hit the back driver's side of the car, launching it into a nearby marshy area. From our vantage point, it landed upwards of 100 feet from the intersection, a mangled twist of metal. Inside the car was an adult man and child, around 10 to 12 years old, according to deputies. Sheldon Fire sharing the conductor got out of the train and tried to help the man and child, but was confronted by alligators and had to wait for emergency crews to arrive.
Originally, they were conscious, okay, and then it's changed to they're critical.
Deputies say the relationship...
They're not going to mention 4 alligators. He's like, I'm going to go help these people. 4 alligators. 4 alligators later. So they launched this car. Congratulations, dumbass. You got your car hit by a train. You got launched into a marsh. And now if anybody wants to help you, even Mother Nature and Darwin is going, no, this ends here.
Oh, for fudge.
This line ends here. 4 alligators strong.
Go get off the table. It is 1:30. I hate to do this.
You got a bug?
I've got a jet, or else I don't get plants this year for
All right,
the
so you're
garden.
heading out now?
I gotta head out now.
that would
As
explain-
soon as I get back, I will go live with my own channel.
Okay.
With the chatting with friends as soon as I get back.
Okay.
Well, or 4 o'clock if I get back early. But yes, I've got to go now, or else I can't go. So-
Okay. Well, I guess thanks
Sorry.
for hanging out. We'll see you later. No, it's
Yes.
all right. I mean,
It's okay.
I'm glad it at least explains why you completely like fucking another dimension ignored me going, yeah, so Mother Nature was determined that this guy was so dumb he had to die. 4 alligators strong. Like it just ignoring all of them. Like, oh, okay. A lot of really all right. Well, okay. Well, I'll see you. Well, you know what?
I'm sorry.
You know what?
I'm
You
sorry.
could, no, it's
but yeah,
fine.
it
It's
would
fine.
have been a great. It would have been a great joke that I
Would've.
would have
It
laughed
would've.
at. I just wasn't, or it was a great.
There would have been
joke
more.
that I would have laughed at,
And there would
had
have been
I
more
not
funny
been
stuff.
Panicking about getting my garden plants.
You can just, you know what?
We're
We
not
can, well, you know what? We'll cut the difference. You can just be on tomorrow's program,
We'll see.
right?
I promise that,
totally
there will
makes
be a
sense.
show tonight on my channel. It might be a little bit behind.
You're jumping out an hour early on me. You can totally.
I gotta-
make that up
I
with
gotta jump out now,
3.5
yeah.
on Tuesday.
I'm doing a
That
quick
maths.
quick release.
Sort of, yeah. All right, so you
Okay.
can just
Bye.
go ahead and go. All right, we'll close that out and close that out. And now it's a thing. How do I get rid of it on here? That's the only problem is now. Oh, I know how I fix that problem. because that's just that. And now let's do this. Boom, and it's gone. Happy plant hunting. Yes, good luck getting plants. It is a little weird to be passed up for, plants. But, each their own. Everybody's got different... fucking the audio was up because that other one was quiet earlier. Thank you for the 25 bits. You're an asshole. Oh, my fucking God. That is not cool. And then exit that. There we go. Okay, so we're caught up with that. We've got an hour left to go on the show. That really, because I was getting a little annoyed there. I'm going to be honest. A little annoyed where I'm throwing it at this. We're doing this. And it just seems like I love that woman. But the squirreling thing, I'm going to be honest, that at times that annoys me. I'm glad this time it was legit reason. And it wasn't just she was squirreling off on her phone. She found out, and I get it. You don't have access to constant transportation. You have to rely on other people to help you. I've been in that spot before, so no problem, no harm, no feeling. I'm back. Ooh, excuse me. A demon just escaped me. You picked a good time to be back. We just lost Digger. It's okay, Johnny. In both scenarios, she's interacting with vegetables. Get it? Because I'm retarded. I didn't get it because I'm retarded. All right, so let's go back to this. I was really glad to find out that the whole no selling my amazing joke was entirely because she had to finish this. All right, so we'll go back a little bit. And like I said, they don't say the number. 4 alligators prevented the conductor from going. I'm glad the kid and the guy are okay. 4 alligators wouldn't let anyone near.
Inside the car was an adult man and child around 10 to 12 years old, according to deputies. Sheldon Fire sharing the conductor got out of the train and tried to help the man and child, but was confronted by alligators and had to wait for emergency crews to arrive.
Originally, they were conscious, okay, and then it's changed to they're critical.
Deputies say the relationship between the two is still under investigation, though preliminary information leads them to believe it was a father and son in the vehicle. Also under investigation, whether the driver was impaired at the time. Tonight, law enforcement sharing the important safety message to have patience when at a railroad crossing.
You should always be mindful when crossing tracks, whether or not there's a train or the lights are on. Some tracks don't have warnings. Here in Harris County, the tracks have warnings. You should always you shall yield to the signals and the train horns, the lights, etc.
Or if you're gonna fucking, like, no offense, if you're gonna play beat the train, commit to the bit. You're either gassing that puppy to the max, or you're fucking waiting. Will I? Oh, won't I? Inching a little bit at a time, like a mile an hour. And he got hit in the back driver's side part of the car. If he would have gassed it, he would have made it because he was close. Just inching his way. You got to be quicker. You got to be quicker than that. You almost made it, homie. So if you're going to do it, do it. There is no try.
It's very dangerous. The kinetic energy and the momentum from the train, it's unlikely to walk away unscathed.
Over 100 people.
It's a toddler stomping letter blocks, but yeah. But then every one of the over 100 people on this train now have to have their shit all delayed.
People were on the Amtrak train. No one on board was hurt.
Right. Spoiler alert. People on the train barely felt it. It was like a whoa. Like we felt that the train hit something, and we all just kept right on moving. Right on moving. Of course, until the train stopped. Because we hit those people. And then how many people did we almost lose on the train? To alligators? Again, alligators everywhere. I don't think alligators when I hear Texas. But I guess the eastern side of Texas, that might be gator country. Alrighty. What is this, 1915? How do we not have warning lights at every road crossing? Oh, King Kong Dong, you must have missed it. They had warning lights. They were down. They were functional. They were going off. Ugh. Now I can't get my ear cuff to fit in a way that's comfortable. But yeah, sure, she just bugged out. Yeah, she had to go. Was that not clear? I got a brand new lift on Friday. Cool, good for you. What is the 1915? Yeah, the warning lights were there. They just didn't follow them. They just didn't follow them. The guy, or the father and the son, he just decided to squeak. And this is the other part. Squeaking by an inch at a time. I won't be surprised to hear that this guy maybe became unconscious at the wheel for some reason, because that would explain the squeak. I don't understand the trepidation when if you're gonna give her a go, give her a go. The train engine alone is 54,000 pounds, and it's moving at a high rate of speed. So yeah, you ain't got a whole lot of time on that. You best be out the way. It's why, again, like we said, the arms and the signal lights were supposed to be a sort of warning of sorts. Most of us understood that. When we see the arm come down and the ding, 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 we're like, oh, we're going to have to wait. Maybe the safety lights triggered an epilepsy. Ooh, that could be it. He had an epileptic seizure. Foot slipped off the brake. He's too busy choking on his own tongue. Son's freaking out of the back. He doesn't know what to do. Thing gets hit in the rear driver's side quarter, and the kid and the dad just go flying. That could be it. We have a lot of train crossings around here with no lights, but they have like the signal lights. They're not completely, they don't have the crossing arms, but they'll have the lights on the side that go ding, 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 ding. I don't know if we have any with no lights, or at least not a lot. I can think of a few without the crossing arms, but they still have warning lights. I don't know. Either way, whether or not we do or don't, this guy did. There were crossing lights. Other people had figured out waiting for the train was your best option. He, again, a piece at a time, just kind of creeped in there and got in the way. So there you go. Something that I could imagine happening to this next company that we're going to do. Hey, we're just going to bounce from story to story. Yay, it's fun. Before I do, actually, I should bring this up. Our studio sponsor, which is going for this week, next week, and the week after. 3 weeks left to go. Our studio sponsor is Mr. Q's Didgeridoos. It is a classic instrument from Australia, a piece of history and a part of their culture. But now it can be yours to enjoy. So get your hands on a woodwind instrument like no other, Mr. Q's Didgeridoos. Feel the wind of the South Continent. So yeah, even in BFE, there are lights on. Yeah, I figured there would be warning lights. And this guy had the crossing arm, so it doesn't matter whether they're warning lights or not. Dumbass drove onto an intersection. Only reason I would cut him any slack is if, like they said, epileptic seizure, cardiac arrest, or something going on that caused him to somehow become unattentive and unable to operate the car. That's the only thing that explains the creep right along. The car's in drive and your foot flipped off the brake. But I don't know about you. When I'm every time I'm at a train like a train intersection, I just put it in fucking park or neutral, depending on whether or not there's a slope. Like I'm not worrying about driving anywhere. There's a train coming. I can put this baby in park. So I don't know why you wouldn't do that. The didgeridoos are great for singing to your cows, says Mr. Q. I didn't know that. Great for singing to your cows. Mr. Q's didgeridoos. Blow my didgeridoo. It's a bit on the nose, but I can understand. It's a little late to change the logo now. All righty. I've gone around the arms before. The train was moving slowly, and my momentum would have carried me across the tracks even if the engine was to die. Plus, I was alone, so nobody else was at risk. Yeah, and if it's like one of those things where it's the train, like near a train yard. I've been near intersections like this near a train yard where it's like the train comes in and it's backing up, and the thing's going to be there for 8 days. It's not really even going to reach the intersection, but it hit the trigger point. That's all it is. So, yeah, there's arguments to be made. This guy, clearly not the same situation. As we can tell, obviously almost killed his son and himself. Another dumb driver situation, which also, like I said, 4 alligators. Of all the places to not get hit by a train. This is like one of my top 5. Because even if you can get out of the car and you don't need the jaws of life, the jaws of death are marching around you, and there's 4 of them. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. Alrighty. So we have another driving story that I'm happy to talk about. On Friday, when I didn't get a chance to do a show because of all the meetings I had, one of the people was talking to me about the news shows I do and brought up the Waymo taxi. And so we had a long conversation about how many stories I've covered about these cars. And we have a new one that happened. If the water's wet, there are gators in it. Yep. That's the most true thing ever said on this show. If the water's wet, there are gators in it. All right, so these are Waymos that apparently had no passengers, no requests, and for some reason got stuck in a cul-de-sac. I am so happy with the taxi cabs of the future.
Of the self-driving cars just clogging up a neighborhood cul-de-sac. The people living in the Northwest Atlanta neighborhood say dozens end up circling their community. Channel 2 Steve Gelbach is on one street where they want the Waymos to stop.
Wow, we've already made it to Atlanta, Georgia. Like, oh man, do we have Waymos in Minnesota? Have we gotten Waymos up this piece? Because the white cars make me think no, because you'd never, like in Minnesota, you can never see them in the damn winter. So, do we have Waymos in Minnesota? I'm really curious. I bet they have way more Waymos in Atlanta than they do in Minnesota. These cars are so dumb. All right, go. Holy. All right, like I figured there would be a couple. I figured like 3 or 4. We got wall-to-wall Waymos here. There's way more cars than I thought there would be. There is way more cars than I.
Almost every little cul-de-sac around our area, so I think it's a real problem.
Waymo after Waymo after Waymo enter this dead-end street, usually early in the morning.
I think yesterday morning we had 50 cars that came through between 6 and 7.
Neighbors on Battleview Drive started seeing the autonomous driverless cars 2 months ago, but the groupings and large number of Waymos just started circling in and out in the last couple weeks. They even shared video with us when neighbors used this little guy to put him right out here in the street to block the Waymos from getting into the cul-de-sac, and you can imagine what happened next.
And we had at one point 8 Waymos that were stuck.
First of all, ma'am, you're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
You know that they're coming down the street. So now as opposed to taking the circle turn, you're cutting them right off at the fastest, easiest point to turn. You're causing a cluster jam that screws over you and everyone else in the neighborhood.
Trying to figure out how to turn around.
The Waymos are
right. Because putting them right here in front of your cul-de-sac doesn't stop them from coming down the road. You waited till the last point to intervene. I'm all for, yeah, Scruffy, I don't give a shit that they're inconveniencing the Waymos. The problem is, by doing this guy in this truck, he can't get out. There's fucking Waymos in the way. And then what about the people on this side? They're boxed in too. Why? Because there's a steady stream of Waymos like ants running to a Jolly Rancher on the sidewalk. And they are just one by one, file by file. If you put this up, you've now fucked up the thing. You got to do this somewhere. The Waymo King is buried under the roundabout. They're waiting for his return. Oh.
Not picking anyone up, parents are worried, not only calling it excessive, but dangerous.
We're families, we have small kids, we have animals and pets, we've got kids getting on the bus in the mornings, and it just doesn't feel safe to have that traffic.
Neighbors reached out to Waymo.
I get you. That traffic might make you uncomfortable. Look at these cars, though. They're not going fast enough. And plus, you know, I don't mean to make you the sacrificial lamb here, but if a few of you or your children were sacrificed to finally stop these beasts, I would appreciate what you've done for the cause.
Have not got a response. They've also contacted their council member, representatives, and GDOT and don't know what to do.
We would just like to see them stay on main traffic roads. I don't think there's any reason to be on small residential cul-de-sacs if they're not picking up somebody.
Steve Gelbach, Channel 2 Action News.
Okay, so they're just out driving around burning their energy? That's weird. You'd think they'd station them in areas and then just Rusty Kramer. We don't have them in DC. If we did, we would be says Bricks Gaming. Aren't Waymos electric? The charge would only last an hour in the dead of winter. Yeah, I think they're electric. So I don't get why you would have them driving around. Rusty Grandpa, one way to disable a Waymo, stick a road cone on the hood. It won't operate. It thinks somebody or something is on the vehicle. Yeah, you can stick them on the hood. You can stick them too close to the car for the car to be able to get around it. If it can't back up, yeah, it's a problem. But they can now hand the car over to, overseeing drivers in the Philippines or some shit like that. So, hey, it's just incredibly useful tool. Oh. I've hated them since their inception. There's been Waymo stories that I want to talk about with Waymos going bad. Waymo pace cars. That would be funny. Let's see a Waymo pace car. There should be a couple of different settings. I hired the Sport Utility Waymo package. We need a Waymo demo derby. I like the idea of a Waymo demo derby. The only problem is they're all electric cars. Electric cars are going to ruin the demo derby world because they're all going to crack their batteries and start fires we can't put out. Like, if you actually got a fire at a demolition derby, you knew it was under the most controlled that it could be for an automotive vehicle that is running to catch fire. But it would be like the thing you could put out. You could suppress it. Fire extinguishers and hoses could do the job. You're going to need to have a dump truck of sand on hand if any of those cars start burning. So, but aside from that, don't hate the Waymo Destruction Derby idea. Archmegas. Ah, yes, the smell of burning lithium in the morning. Right? Just something freeing. A scent for any time of day. I'm going to size me up. If she's not here, then she can piss off. Because she had to leave. Taking her horticultural bullshit over me. Fucking bullshit. All right, smell, and we're caught up. Okay, cool. Let's go over here. Bunch of Waymos invaded. Did that. Good. So we've been talking about the, speaking of driving, wrapping up. I didn't even know this, but I've really kind of kept like themes in each chunk of today's show. I'm happy with what I did. And thank you all so much for the support. The woman is a cunt on the video. Yeah, that woman is a cunt. Absolutely. 110%. Because you put the block up there at the last second. Well, we don't want them entering our cul-de-sac. It's like, right, but everyone else on that street leading to that cul-de-sac is way more fucked than you are. I know it's kind of low-hanging fruit, but it's just too easy to keep doing the Waymo jokes. It's taking way more time than it should for those cars to cover that area. And why do they have all those cars driving around? If they don't have passengers that they have to go through here to get to, is it like a Google problem and they're driving way more than they need to get to their destination? You think you'd have them just parked, dispersed intermittently so they could be available to take way more fares. Like when one moves, you're moving over. Like, I don't know. Rusty Grammar, AI and crypto are the beast of the end times. AI certainly is. Crypto, I think that's just money. We all make that up, whatever. Like, the end times, is my opinion, is AI. And we've jumped the shark. We're done. It's done. We already have the murder robots. And now we have the AI that we are teaching to control the murder robots. So, yeah, eventually the murder robots are going to turn on their masters and we're fucked. Freak 597, Johnny, did you have to reboot AI Digger again? No, we had Real Life Digger on the show until about 20 minutes ago, I'd say. 20 minutes ago. She had to book. She's been doing some gardening stuff, and she planted some seedlings, was really hoping those would take off, and apparently they didn't. So she wanted to get some plants, and that was a plan and a thing. She's been apparently, whilst doing the show, which I don't give a shit, but still disrespectful, am I right? She was setting up plans to go get plants, and apparently those plans materialized lickety-split. She had to go. So she had to drop us last second to go get plants, and I'll probably use it as a guilt trip tactic to make her do my show tomorrow. So in a weird way, because it's only an hour without her for 3.5 hours with her tomorrow, everybody wins. Everybody wins. And like I said, it's just a goddamn good time. She said she's going to be doing her show tonight as soon as she gets back. So that makes it sound like, to me, the trip to getting plants and doing all that probably going to take a fair piece. So hopefully she'll be starting her show on time. Plants took priority. Well, like, she can't go get them any time. It's requiring no. She requires, a ride to go get there. Like, she doesn't have a car. She has to either set up a transit option, which I don't know. Dial-A-Ride has distances and things like that. I don't know how long. I don't know the Canadian version. I haven't used Dial-A-Ride in forever. So yeah, she doesn't have a car. She had to work around friends. It's all about the vegetables. Well, you got to eat something, Mr. Q. People get peckish, okay? She just wanted a goddamn dinner. Alrighty, so we have we've covered the Waymo stuff. We've got this now. I didn't know about this recently. I did not know about this, but recently the Supreme Court of the United States, I think like last like Wednesday or Thursday, passed a ruling that trucking companies are responsible for the drivers. So it doesn't matter if you're a legal driver, like legal resident driver, or illegal migrant driver, or just migrant driver, or whatever. Everybody who's driving now, the trucking companies that hire you, those are the ones that are on the hook if you cause an accident and get into trouble. So let's hear how that's shaking out merely days later in the trucking world.
So I'm over here in Eden, Ohio.
Brokers officially cutting ties with foreigners. Oh, I can't imagine why.
And there's a bunch of foreigners over here. This guy right here, the guy right next to me, all along in all these trucks, okay? None of them can get loads out of Ohio today. And
none of them can get loads out of Ohio. Well, trust me, if you ever want to get a load out of Ohio, you certainly don't want to put a load into Ohio. She's a whore. Feeling peckish? Have a pecker. I am feeling peckish. I'm going to be honest. I am feeling peckish. Digger wants to plant one in the ground. Johnny wants to plant one on Digger. These are just facts. And all parties involved are aware that that is the way we want it. But yeah, so feeling peckish? Have a pecker. Well, the guy with the pecker sob story probably won't. So now all these guys, are they just stranded? And they aren't paying for their trucks either. Aren't the trucks on loan through the trucking companies? Like, they give you a truck to drive and you're driver number 64, and so should they be recalling all of these people? Oh, he's already screwed. Eden, Ohio sucks, says Mr. Q. Scruffy, deport all of the damn illegals. We don't need these extra morons. I agree. We don't need extra morons. I do question whether or not we have drivers to fill all those spots, but I'd be more than willing to try that experiment Scruffy's way than our current status quo.
I was talking to the Iman guy right here while I was in there at the Punjabi place getting something to eat. And
oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I've been to 7-Elevens. I've been to Speedways. I've been to Gas and Goes. I've been to Quick Marts. I've been to Come and Goes. I've been to a Come and Go. Where was this driver?
I was in there at the Punjabi place getting something to eat right here. While I was in there at the Punjabi place getting something to eat, the Punjabi place.
I've never heard of that chain before. Has anyone else heard of that chain? Here, let me play it again if you didn't hear.
While I was in there at the Punjabi place getting something.
Welcome to the Punjabi place. Would you like to try the curry? Like, I mean, I've never. I think I would have to eat at some place. If I was driving through town, I don't even have to be hungry. If I'm stopping at a, like, truck stop, and it's like the fucking 7-Eleven gas station, and built into the building is the Punjabi place. I'm sorry. I'm going to the Punjabi place. Scruffy, Punjabi place is in India, not the USA. Yeah, I think he was being a little bit culturally insensitive. But you have to. But have you been to a Buckeyes? That's a nice truck stop. Ooh, I have not been to a Buckeyes. At least not that I know of. I've not. Hey, do you want to jump in my lap? Come on. Come here. Woo. Hey, everybody. It's Tegra. Woo, Tegra Cat. I suspect Christy's been to plenty of come and go stations. Well, I mean, only if they had, only if the mail delivered there, the post office. So an Afghanistan restaurant. No, a Punjabi place would be Indian, not Afghanistan. It'd be Indian. That is a province in Afghanistan or, India. Again, I think he's saying he went to an Indian restaurant, which again, if it was literally called the Punjabi place, I'm fucking rolling the dice and I'm trying.
And he said that the reason that they can't get freight out of Ohio today is because the freight brokers won't work with them anymore. Okay? Apparently, what has happened is that, yesterday they had the rule, the Supreme.
First of all, I love that everybody here is moving around. This guy's just it looked like he ashed a cigarette off down and to the left. You've got an ashtray just over there. And oh man, I would never want this guy to pick me up. I can't stop noticing he's just doing this story while he's got a ciggy burning. I mean, dear Lord.
Apparently, what has happened is that, yesterday they had the Supreme Court ruling that found brokers could be held liable for accidents with carriers with red flags. Apparently, that the trickle-down effect happened like that.
Yeah. Real quick. Again, all the people going, what? We didn't know there was a problem. Yeah, you did. Because the minute repercussions for said problem showed up, you guys closed up shop lickety-fucking-split. You guys shut that down like that. You were paying attention to this case. You knew what they were going to do, and I just did a stupid snap. I just realized. And as soon as you saw that they were going to hold you guys accountable, you're like, well, I guess we can't use our cut rate bottom dollar workforce anymore. I guess we can't use our no questions asked, just anybody that fills it for the least amount of money. So now I'm wondering, and this would be something I wonder if he's going to talk about. We have a minute or two left. Is that raising the fees for loads that people are looking to get taken out? Like, do they have to raise how much money they want to get that load moved? Because now the trucking workforce doesn't have a group of people that will take the bottom dollar deals. I don't know, St. Caesar, but this has less to do about eating it, more to do about transporting. Okay, Mayor Jacob Fry, you roll those dice and eat the old goat meat. Well, I mean, is this just in Ohio or in all of, this is the Supreme Court ruling, so this would be all of America. They worship cows and do not eat them. Yeah, but do they transport slaughtered cows? I suppose you wouldn't know. It'd just be a refrigerator truck of meat. You wouldn't know what meat is in there.
Okay, brokers are just saying, no, there's a whole lot of other trucks. We don't need you. We're not going to use you no more. Okay? I was looking up at some of these DOT numbers to these guys, and they do have a pretty substantial track record of unsafe behavior, accidents, high out-of-service rates, things like that. So, guys, here's what I got to say. This is going to be changing in a hurry. Brokers are not just thinking once about it. They're thinking twice, 3, and even 4 times.
Good. It should not have had to come this far. Drivers who don't drive well should not keep getting work. But again, nobody wants to admit the whole part of it was those drivers will take those runs for way less money than other drivers would because of all of the different ways they're just kind of skating through the thing. They have to convince stores to operate. Keep the stereotype strong. Oh, they have convenience stores. I don't know why I read that as convince. Convenience. It's close. Anyways, they charge more, but it's because mostly fuel, some to do work shortage. I was just saying in the area, if it means, because again, the whole thing with these other drivers, the whole reason this has become such a prevalent problem is because these drivers get these jobs and they take these runs for less money than a driver that lives and works and has a home and a family to feed here. These guys will live in the truck. They don't have a house. They don't give a crap. They'll take the bottom dollar deal and they'll get it done. And because of that, the brokers have been going to those guys to fill the jobs. But if these guys are doing it, because I have to imagine the brokers wouldn't just keep funneling jobs to these drivers and these unsafe drivers if there wasn't some money saved off of it. Matthew Q, we've got a lot more stuff off rail this year than most other years. Oh. Truck you.
About who they want to work with. If you're an established U.S. carrier, you know, between 1 and 15 trucks, you better hope to God you have a proven track record with these brokers, because they're on the hook now. They're on the hook in ways that they've never experienced before. So, guys, all I got to say is, you know, you better be going and getting your DOT inspections. Better be going and asking, you know, weigh station operators for a level 1.
You roll into a weigh station, you better suck their dick.
Things like that. Get it on record that you're...
Get it done. Get in there. Gargle his balls, because you ain't going to get runs.
You're not getting placed out of service, that you're complying with your ELD stuff, things like that.
I'm sorry. Let me allow to speak for the truck drivers you're speaking to. Okay? None of, like, half of them don't understand what you're saying. I'm sure the other half of them don't care. So I'm gonna fill a resounding none of them are gonna take your advice. But hey, thanks for offering.
Because I'm pretty sure brokers like C.H. Robinson and TQL, they're eventually going to create a system.
Oh, name dropping! Don't do that. Don't drop the name. These companies are gonna come after you now, buddy. They'll see this. It's gone, viral.
That tracks all this. So, guys, all I got to say is safety first on those highways and byways, and the trucking industry is changing in a hurry. Later, y'all.
I really feel like he puts a GoPro camera on his hat, just with the way, because he's looking around. So I'm guessing it's a GoPro camera on his hat. Well, more awesome. I would rather than him give me the breakdown of what's going on in the trucking world. I would really like a either mid or post meal, and I'm fine with post meal and everything. Mid or post meal evaluation of eating at the Punjabi place. I want to know what he got at the Punjabi place. I want to know how it tasted. Did he enjoy his Punjabi place meal? I feel like that was the real lead of the story, and we buried it. No breakdown of the meal at the Punjabi place. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Lawsuits always make the difference, as Mr. Q. Yeah. Like that guy said, the trucking companies now have to really strongly consider who the heck they endorse. And that's great. I'm all for it, because if you get runs and loads as a trucking company with like reliable drivers, and you work with reliable drivers, you'll build a track record. So you'll be an avenue for drivers to establish the DOT records he's talking about. So drivers will want to work with you, especially new drivers. But if you just go, oh, we'll take anybody that'll hop in the truck and clear a load because we like clearing these contracts, we get our piece and we don't care about it. Yeah. Big Truck is going to call a hit on this man, says Mr. Q. It ain't his fault, Mr. Q. Big Truck can call a hit on him all they want. The problem is the Supreme Court of the United States. They passed a law that now says these trucking brokers are on the hook for, and the reason they did it is because of story after story and incident after incident of truckers committing multiple homicides. And so now these companies that hire these truckers with these, and every time it's the same broken record story, had a bad track record, multiple accidents, all the stuff this guy was talking about where he's like, I looked up their DOT numbers, they've failing checks, and they've got bad track records, and they're passing weigh stations. Like, right. So we shouldn't allow these people to keep working, but they're going to keep working because the companies will keep hiring them. So we got to pass it up the chain. Hey, buddy, you want to be on the show? Digger left me for today. I've been abandoned. I could use a tiny little tiki. Where are you going? Abandoned by cats and by co-hosts. When cooking, make sure to have your bare feet involved. I mean, who are we giving this advice to? How are foreign truck drivers who can't read English supposed to find the address named Opportunity Drive? Well, that's the word that, and again, we can hate the trucking industry for all of this. One of the parts that's literally to blame for this, the prevalence of Google Maps and GPS navigation. You don't need to be able to read English when your phone can speak Urdu or whatever fucking language you speak, and it can tell you how to drive the roads. So you've got an active translator in your pocket. Now, that translator won't tell you about all the rules of the road or explain how you should maybe, I don't know, not plow through an entire family of people in a minivan, but it can tell you how to fucking find the place you're picking your load up or dropping it off. I hate all of the cheap-ass CEOs selling out America for profit. Well, that's the, unfortunately, double-edged side of the sword of capitalism. And that coffin has been sealed shut by many cases, like the Ford or the Dodge brothers going against Ford and saying that companies have a fiduciary obligation to their shareholders. That gravitated and evolved into things like money is speech and corporations are people. And so now it's become corporatism, as you would say, right there. I would say I was about to call it crony capitalism, but corporatism works too. Oh, speaking of, spoiler alert, we're talking about the last episode of The Boys again. Speaking of not The Boys, Gen V. Speaking of the Gen V, the fucking gender swapping character, I just don't really care for it. But I did so enjoy that moment where he had to just like eat his dick and say, "It's transtastic." And I'm just like, you fucker. That was funny. So yeah, there we go. I don't know. That was a weird thing I had to get out. Just couldn't sit on it anymore. How funny I thought the whole forcing him to say transtastic was. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. All right. There's plenty of white drivers that are going to be fucked as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, keep in mind, Lab Glass, this isn't a like only drivers who are fresh off the boat or here illegally thing. No. This is any driver with a bad or non-proven track record. So trucking companies that have a tendency to hire drivers with bad or non-proven track records are going to have a harder time going through these booking agents. That's all I was saying. So yeah, no, it's going to affect plenty of people too. In actuality, this is going to cause having more rookie drivers on the road until they have an accident. I don't know that it would necessarily cause that. I think this is going to cause them to look more carefully at the drivers they take. And I think this leaves an opening. That might be, I could see your thing in the short term, but I hope that if that happens in the short term, those rookie drivers kind of grow. We start just, I don't know, having truck drivers again that are, proven. Let's go to that. Because let's be honest, it's not all that group of people, but that group kind of covers a significant portion. So even if that's out, they're still better off in the end. We'll see how it goes. We've only got the rest of the world. Yeah, dude, they killed off. That's okay. Thank you for answering that, King Kong Dong. I was so curious why we killed off Andre. I didn't know the actor that played him died. But the fact that the actor that played him died, so they worked him dying into the story, God, that was good. Because, yeah, I was like, why did we just off-screen kill Andre? You would think if we were going to kill Andre, and in the way that we depict it, we would commit a moment. And I figured it might have been something like that, but I didn't bother looking. So, yeah, I'm glad to find out. Thank you. Actually, yep, we covered the rookie drivers, and it's good. Good. Let's open up our third hour of stories. We've got like 20 minutes left in the show. Again, sorry for the last week's couple days off. I was pretty messed up Thursday. Almost considered going to the hospital, and then Friday just got cluster-fucked in a bunch of different ways. This week, we might not be on time Thursday. I might have a late start this Thursday. I have an appointment, and hopefully it should go quick enough we won't have to worry. Johnny, do you think the Ronda Rousey fight was fixed? No. I don't think it was fixed. Because Ronda Rousey already has a track record with Dana White, I don't think the fight was fixed. What I do think is that it ended way, way too quick. Just like, I'm sorry, like UFC is tripping on its dick in a way that boxing never does, and that's this shit is over in a heartbeat. And it's just, Scruffy, 2 old bitches fighting for easy money. Yeah, here's what, I don't think it was fixed. I think they both had a lot of quit in them. They just wanted the check. I don't know. Jake Paul's running the events, then I could care less. I think the whole show was fixed. Yeah, but you clearly have a bias. So all I know is the fight was too short. The fight was way, way, way too short. Like, it's the lead up takes hours, and the fight didn't even take 2 rounds. Okay, it was just and done. Start late, it's better than never. Yeah, like I said, we'll start late on Thursday. Thursday will be a late start, if anything. I just have appointments on Thursday, so we're doing that. Scruffy, they should have scissored afterwards. I don't know. Like, let me pull up modern day. I think I'm, at least with the promo stuff, I'm more Gina Carano than Ronda Rousey. Or no, let's go images. Those are old school ones. Let's see some modern day. I'm way more Gina Carano, I think, than Ronda Rousey. This is from 5 days ago. Open image and new tab. Let's get back to some good old misogyny, something I'm very comfortable with. All right, so Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey. Don't get me wrong, they're both okay looking. Yeah, I'm more Gina Carano. I'm Team Gina. Team Gina. So, Gina has tits, Ronda has a nice ass. All right, so if you put them together, you have one incredibly beautiful woman. Matthew Q says, all the fights that night were bad. I believe almost all of them ended in the first round, and the only one that lasted more than that wasn't too much into the second. That's kind of the problem with a sport where you can force someone to tap. You can have these quick, decisive victories that are over in a second. But if the fight is too fast, all of the buildup just...
I feel strangely drawn to its presence.
Well, hello, everybody. From Awake Jimmy's channel. Thank you for rating us on Twitch. We appreciate it. We've only got 15 minutes left. So we'll see if someone has a channel they want me to raid, you let me know, and we'll arrange that. If you're wondering where Digger is, she's going to be gone for the rest of this show. She had to go get some plants. And unfortunately, that time jumped into today. So there you go. I've been gone, if you're wondering why. I've been gone because Thursday I had severe cramps to the point where I almost wanted to go to the hospital to figure out what was going on. And then it finally subsided as I was going to bed. And I was like, all right, we're going to just go to bed and see how we do in the morning. And the morning was better. But then Friday was a complete cluster F. And so I've had the last few days off because I've been dealing with bullshit. So thank you for taking your 26 folks to this here channel. Gina is better looking. Ronda more likely to bet your ass. You mean bed? What do you mean bet your ass? I don't know. Still, like I said, Gina Carano superior to Ronda Rousey. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, let's open this. Open image in new tab. Ooh, let's not do that. Let's go back and let's just go all and see what that says. overview. All right. Yeah, it's first episode. Yeah, we know that. We know that. Alrighty. So yeah, people are, dude, that picture's too small. I was gonna zoom this in to. Yeah, no, I'm still Team Gina. I'm still Team Gina. She doesn't look as good when she's set up to fight. Doesn't look as good when she's set up to fight. Good evening, Jimmy and friends. Yes, good evening. Gina, men would try and woo her. Rhonda would drag you out of the room no matter how much you screamed. I've never been big into Ronda Rousey. Like, Ronda Rousey was in Expendables, and wasn't she also in one of the Fast and the Furious movies? And I've just never been super deep into Ronda Rousey. It's like, okay, whatever. Never been super deep into Ronda Rousey. I did like Gina, especially when she started doing The Mandalorian. So there we go on that. That's where we land on that. As for the fights being fixed, I don't care. Fixed or not, make them last longer than a fucking minute. Make them last longer than the first round.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
All right. It didn't read it. Why? Why did it not read it this time? I am Walter saying my friend was showing me his tool shed and pointed to a ladder. That's my step ladder, he said. I never knew my real ladder. That's a goddamn dad joke right there. Thank you for that. Cowbell coming out for I am Walter subscribing for fucking 53 months. Thank you so much. All of this stuff goes towards the goal. So between YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch, we're gonna probably end up kicking that thing all right out. So Death by Snoo Snoo. If it's Gina Carano, I'm dying happy. Thank you again. I am Walter. Cowbell coming in for you in 3, 2, moo. When did they start doing the triangle on Kino Casino? Did I do the cowbell first? I don't really care. But I feel like if I did the cowbell first, they kind of stole my bit. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe a touch. Couldn't believe that didn't come through this morning on the Steel Toe show. I don't wonder what the fuck filters he's using over there. All right, let's go ahead and get this. We have 15 minutes left in the story, so we've got 15 minutes left in the show. So we've got a couple of stories. We're going to go to this first one, if there's a video especially, because why? All right, and Arizona. Yep, nope, that's the lizard one. Venomous cottonmouth. 21 valedictorians. All right, so this one. A school in New York has 21 valedictorians among its 300 students, which is weird to me because I was in a graduating class of like 600 people, so like twice that size. We just had one. In fact, I can't think of anyone that's ever had more than one. You guys really jumped the boat. You went from 1 to 21. Why? Is it like there's special requirements and everybody met them? Fuck Kino Casino. They are lame and gay. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. The Bearding Way has rated the stream. Thank you, The Bearding Way, for rating the stream. I don't know what The Bearding Way is. I have a beard intermittently because, like, I keep it cleaned up, I shave the bottom half, I keep the sides trimmed up, and then it grows out a little bit, and then we have to do the funding show, so I have to shave for this, so then it gets really close to that, and I'm forbade from shaving. So I don't know what The Bearding Way is, but hey, Bricks recommended it. Well, thank you. Thank you. Bricks Gaming and I have done a couple of game streams and things together. I'm a WoW crack nerd, so that would explain that. But thank you for being here and raiding all the same. All right, Gina's old fights were good. But dang, she's 44. That's my wife's age. I will say this, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey, I felt was like, we're just bringing cougars back into the ring. I thought it could maybe be a good fight, but like everybody said, that whole night was just a streaming shit show of disappointments. Like, it's just up, that one's up, that up. Oh, we got an intermission to this one. Could go up. Never mind, that's over. So it's just, like I said, rigged or not, script this shit better. For fuck's sake. I hope it's not rigged. I really hope it's not rigged. And here's why. Because if it was rigged, if the fight was rigged, if the whole card, like St. Caesar said, was rigged, you're telling me Jake Paul arranged a night of fights where fight after fight after fight, it's rigged, it's planned, it's WWE time, but not a single one of them were like, all right, let's have this one go the distance or close to it? Just even a little bit? No? Okay. The high school in my town had 97% of graduates were on the honor roll. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Oh, for the 21 valedictorians? Yeah, I don't get that either. There's like, look, if we've got this many valedictorian options, here's what happens. Snap a pool cue in half, throw the half on the ground, tell them you're going to have tryouts. We're doing this Dark Knight style because I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit through 21 people giving their valedictorian speech about what the world expects of us as graduates. Like, the graduation ceremony is already as much attention as it needs. Let it go.
In survey after survey, this school ranks highest among all non-magnet, non-charter public schools in the country, and its news this week shows why. For a student to have the highest grades in every class all 4 years, you might very well assume the competition is stiff. So why this scene? These friends are all valedictorians at the same school, Jericho High.
I thought this was in America. You know what I don't mean to be typecasting.
Even if we haven't been in the same class, we've still collaborated on projects. So it's definitely very nice to be able to work with them.
All of the students you see here.
All right, I'm counting, and I'm up to 5. 6.
13 of them are valedictorians. 8 more valedictorians are away because they got accepted to a prestigious science event out of state this week to achieve.
So you have 21. You have 21 fucking valedictorians. So they all have the exact same grade score? I mean, we got to get down to the inky-dinky decimal points at that point. I had less kids in my entire school than you guys did in your graduating classes, Matthew Q. Yeah. Arch Magnus noticing they are mainly Asians. It's like the entire Asian student body are all in the valedictorian. You guys all have the exact same GPAs. So you're all 4.0 across the board. We can't do anything about it. All right. I still call bullshit. Asian family pride wars. Apparently, because they're Asian. Yeah, that's the main reason that they scored so high.
Valedictorian distinction.
We have 21 students that got an A+ in every class they've ever taken in high school.
Now, some schools give more.
Again, that happened in my school, too. It's just it went down to different individual GPA things, and I don't understand why we have to have all of them. Surely there's a way we can differentiate betwixt these 21 kids as to who actually deserves a valedictorian thing.
Credit for more challenging classes. Jericho High doesn't, which results in multiple students with perfect transcripts. That's intentional.
That's intentional, because we don't want the kids that are just taking the regular classes and passing them to be overlooked for the kids that go above and beyond and take the extra hard classes. No, just, again, like, we don't have all day. So what, does each one get to, are they all writing one speech and they each come up, deliver a sentence and move? Like, how long, you know how long this day is going to be? And it's, again, for all the Asian kids. For mostly the Asian kids.
All of the students some equity, right? Gives them opportunities. So if you have that student who's not taking all 8 advanced placement classes, they also can become a scholar.
And no, they can't. You're teaching a falsehood that if you do the baseline and somebody goes above and beyond, you guys have the same opportunities. No, you don't. No, you don't. And they know that. All right. I see some Chinese, a couple Korean and Japanese. Well, my point is, it's shared A+, Johnny. They just said it. Right, and that's my point. I'm arguing about that now. It shouldn't be shared A+. It should not be shared A+. It should, again, there's differentiations. We don't necessarily have to go into the differentiations of advanced placement or not if only one person is crossing the goal line. But if more than one person is crossing the goal line, advanced placement, that knocks a few more out. Again, the whole thing is whittling this down to one. Even if it comes down to a fucking popularity contest. But like I said, this is not okay. Because if this stoner, let's be honest, I can smell it on you. I can smell it on you. Look at that hair. Look at that face. You blitzed right before this morning. You had a spliff on your way into the building. All right, so this stoner and everybody else here, like, oh, dude. Okay, one of them's wearing a fucking Yale hat. Okay, so this is the way it's supposed to break down. Are you guys ready? Here's how it works. First, we go by who got the most A+. And then if that's not enough, we go up to who's in advanced placement. And if that's not enough, we break down the minutia of the GPAs to see who's really GPA, extra placement, extracurricular work. And after that, we go into who got accepted into the best college. That's what we do. That's what they do. They are stoners and wild players. No, they aren't. Dude, bro, chill out, man. No, he's not. He just wants to give guys, like, I just want you to know, like, we can all achieve.
If you think some of these students took easier courses just to get an A+, think again.
This year I'm taking AP Bio.
Classes like AP Government or AP Economics are classes that I genuinely have a passion in.
At most schools, the valedictorian makes a speech at graduation. But with 21 of them, that's not happening.
Going to put them at the front of the procession. We're creating a video that we're going to share with the community about.
So you have 21 valedictorians, but none of them are actually going to do the assigned job of the valedictorian. So who's giving the speech?
Their accomplishments.
These super achievers say that's fine.
It's still nice to be able to get that, recognition.
And while they're
it's been a while since I've graduated. I thought like the honors students that had that like honor roll and all that kind of stuff, the A+ students, all that, I thought they got like the special tassels and shit. We now need to give them a special seat, call them all valedictorians, and allow none of them to speak. This is the most confusing thing in the world.
To Vanderbilt, Yale, Georgetown, and other top flight colleges, these scholars say some of what they do outside of class matters at least as much.
This organization my co-founder and I created is called Empower Her Health. It's about helping educate women and girls on their health care and helping them take power over their own health.
So this this health empowerment class you're teaching, does it by chance discuss healthy eating habits? Just out of curiosity? I'm out of curiosity. Like you're helping them empower their health. You're helping them. I'm just curious. Does any of it talk about the importance of balanced nutrition, diet, and exercise? I'm just asking. No reason. Any of it. One thing's for sure. This isn't Roosevelt, Long Island.
Called Empower Her Health. It's about helping educate women and girls on their health care and helping them take power over their own health.
So can this school outdo itself maybe with 22 valedictorians?
No, fuck yourself. Fuck yourself running, okay? Fuck Jericho Schools and fuck you. These aren't valedictorians. You have people who, good for them, aced all their courses. The valedictorian was a single-person role, and the valedictorian, the whole point of the valedictorian, is it's a person giving the speech about how the students feel about the world they're walking into and about the world they're walking out of. And it's supposed to be an honor given to the top student. If you make them all valedictorians and allow none of them to speak, you have quintessentially completely erased the role of valedictorian. They are doing nothing a valedictorian does other than having the qualifications. So, Johnny, this school is a giant cunt. It is.
been years since the last record was broken, so only time will tell. Reporting
It's been years since the last record was broken. So long so that I actually thought it's never been broken before. I didn't know that it was a record thing. Anyways, Matthew, going to start frying chicken. Well, you have a good night, Mr. Q, frying chicken. It's 4:30. Holy shit, we've actually gone over on time. We're done. So I'm going to get out of here. You enjoy your fried chicken, Mr. Q. Digger will be back tonight when she gets back from her little plant shopping extravaganza. I will be back tomorrow in the Steel Toe Morning Show, and then I'll be back here if you want to hang out with us. Thank you for hanging out with us. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. I'm sorry I missed 420. Nobody screamed in the Rumble chat like they usually do. Johnny is really butt-burnt about valedictorians. No, I just think the whole 21 valedictorian thing is bullshit, especially if you don't let any of them talk. If you remove the whole talking thing, it's bullshit. Special emissary, good to see you. We're going to get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
Hey, did you hear about that